Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to some more Castlevania. I've quickly come to the realization that I'm not going to be able to just do like bonus streams during the week and stream Fire Emblem every Saturday, so instead I'm just going to stream whatever I feel like streaming on Saturday, which in this case I'm getting pretty far behind on playing other games, so I wanted to play a little bit of Castlevania today. At the end of the last stream, I basically ran around the castle trying to open up all these doors, and what I found really funny when I watched the stream footage again, check this out by the way, I'm aura farming right now with my little, with my Crimson Cloak, which gives me this awesome red aura. At the end of the last stream, I was basically running around complaining about how I forgot to equip the bracelet before trying to open the door to the, to Dracula's chamber, and I was checking all these other doors, and the entire time I still never equipped the bracelet, so I need to equip the bracelet now, and then hopefully we can... Alright, let's see which of these gives more defense. I'm assuming the armor gives more defense, so we need... you know what, let's just equip both bracelets. There's no reason not to. Yeah. So we got Maxim's bracelet, we got Juice's bracelet, and then we'll just use the Crimson Cloak so we get the aura. And then, I forget why we were doing summer clothes. I think it had something to do with maybe it boosts our magic score, so our spells deal more damage. And now we have to go and start checking doors again, because essentially the entire reason I was going around checking doors was to see if I could open them or not. But I never actually equipped the bracelet, which is what you need to be able to open up the locked doors. So I'm assuming the reason why I couldn't get through any doors was because I still didn't have the bracelet equipped. And we're going to go to try check a couple of doors again before we do anything else. So first of all, this is not the way to go. That is a dead end. Has nothing to do with locked doors. But I know there's some locked doors on the right side. Pretty far to the right of where we are right now. But theoretically, we should be able to get... I think those doors maybe lead over to Castle B, I'm not sure. Either that or they lead into the space where Castle A is actually separate from Castle B. We're going to find out when we get over there, and if we can even get through these doors now. But we have the bracelet. I actually equipped it, because I'm not being a buffoon today. The last stream was about 4 hours long, and typically I start to make mistakes and lose focus like 2 hours into a stream. So that had a little bit to do with it. The other thing, though, is that we're more than halfway through the game now. So, as long as I just play halfway decent, we should be able to beat the game today. We need to go up and to the right here. We are technically gaining experience from killing all these skeletons. Probably not very much, but a little bit. We can eventually level up. Alright. I'm not going to use this save chamber here, because if this door ends up being locked, then I'm just going to reset our game. Like if we still can't get through any of these doors, I'm just going to reset the game. It looks like I can get through on the right over there. Sometimes it's hard to see the map, the details on the map. It's fine. Watch out for the Medusa heads. Nice. Ooh. Just barely dodged that one. Alright, please. Open some of these doors, Juste. I know you can do it. Alright, so if the bracelet works the way that I think it works, then because we have it equipped now, we should finally be able to get through this door here. I'm really hoping that's the case. It is locked. Okay. So there's something else you need to get through these doors. And I don't know what it is, but we're going to restart so we don't have to walk all the way back. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do very much similar to what we just did. I'm going to equip Juice's bracelet, I'm going to equip Maxim's bracelet, and now we're going to go... Pretty sure we need to go... How do you get back to Castle? See, now I'm not 100% sure how to get back to the other castle. I think it's that. I think it's the yellow room in the center. So we're gonna go right, but then we're gonna go down. And that should take us back to Castle B. Once we're in Castle B, we can try to go up to Dracula's chamber. And I should be able to open the door to Dracula's chamber at least, if we can't do anything else. If this doesn't work, then I'm just completely lost and I have no idea where to go. At that point, I might have to look up a guide or something. I wanted to play a blind and not have to look up any guides. But if I can't figure out where to go, we're going to have to check a guide. This is the way. I'm just trying to follow the details of what the game is telling me to do. Very soon we're going to start running into some more powerful monsters that we can't just one-shot. Was this not the way? This was not the way. You have to actually go around. Time to dash. I love how you can see exactly how much my reaction timing is delayed. This is why I'm not very good at action games usually. Oh, that lava graphic is not the best. Alright, I'm really hoping we can find out where to get somewhere. Oh my god, again? Really? I keep dropping my items that I want to keep with me. Okay, so this should take us back to Castle B, I think. Yes, we're in Castle B now. Okay. This is something. Now there's a room in the center, like directly above where we are. If we go up, left, and then down, we might be able to open this locked door over here. Even if not, I still feel pretty good about opening the door to, at least the door to Dracula's chamber. I'm wondering what is the method for opening the other locked doors though? Because there's apparently different types of locked doors, and one of them I still can't open. I don't fully understand why. Okay, there's gotta be something over here. I think there's a devil over here too. It's locked, okay. I just don't get it. I don't get it. How do you open these locked doors? I have the bracelet equipped. I'm strongly considering looking up a guide or something before I go all the way up to Dracula's loft. Because otherwise we're going to be running all the way up there and then running all the way back down again for like the third time. Let me get to the save point in the center, I guess. So we gotta go basically just all the way to the right and then up. It is this way, right? Oh, those bombs explode on you even if you block them with the whip. I think there was a reason why I brought this with me. I don't remember what it was. Don't need anything up there. We do need to go this way. It's actually a little hard to control your momentum in the air. It's not like completely locked momentum like some games have, where like after you jump you can't change directions. I can change directions, but it's not easy. It's like I have limited mobility in the air. Like that, see? Your momentum, it's difficult to counteract, but it's not completely fixed. There should be a save room between where we are now and where we're going. Yeah, we're gonna have to go to the right, and then we're just gonna go straight up. Cursed. I'm pretty sure the curse wears off on its own. We discovered this during one of the last boss battles. In the previous stream, yeah. Oh, I have to sneeze. Which kind of makes the uncurse potions not that great in this game, because you can just uncurse yourself by waiting a few seconds. I mean, it definitely matters. Like, if you can't dash and you can't move very quickly in a boss fight, there's a chance that you'll just get annihilated, but I found it was easy to just sandbag for a few seconds to let the curse wear off on its own. Okay, so there's something over here that we haven't gone to yet. It's locked. This is really worrying me, because this is... The doors in Dracula's loft, I'm pretty sure it's the same type of door, which means we're about to go all the way up there and try to open a locked door, and it's just not going to work. At the very least, we can get to the center of the map before we do anything else. We'll make a save point there. The worst case scenario, we can reset to get back to the center very quickly. And then I just have to figure out where I'm supposed to be going. Save point is over here. There's also something over here that I've apparently never done before. I've never gone down there. Oh, I guess I can't. Yeah, I can't go through there at all. I really like the holy water. Alright, we've got a lot of climbing to do. Honestly, I'm just going to start checking everything on the way. Like, there's a side door over here. So I think this is the same door. So I think this is where Castle A and Castle B actually connect to each other. Either that or there's like an alternate... Oh my god. Either that or the castles have like alternate layouts that overlap with each other, which we haven't been able to access yet. That's my other guess. But it's hard to know which is true. Okay, so up here, there's another side room that could potentially have something in it. Yeah, it's gonna be here, right to the left. No, one more layer up. So there might be something in here that we haven't explored yet. Oh, right, yeah, okay, yeah, so we can't get through here at all. Well, there's some kind of like super jump that we don't have access to yet. Pretty sure we don't have access to yet. Relics. It's probably maybe this or something. We can double jump, we can slide. There's a couple things that we can't do yet still. We have Dracula's nail. The good thing is there's another save point up here, so actually maybe we grab this save point as well while we're here anyway, because we can just use the elevator to get back down quickly. And then if there actually is something up here that we can do, then it's better to have a save point close by. Oh, I'm so nervous right now. I very much feel like we're gonna go up here and it's just gonna be another dead end. 2 hits on skeletons. These are the ones that I think can block our attacks too. I think they were blocking our attacks a lot during the last stream. Ectoplasm, dangerous. Don't let the ectoplasm hit you. Oh. Okay, so here's the problem. There's actually another save point up here. If we use this save point, then we're not going to be able to quick reset. But if we don't use the save point and then there's like a boss immediately through this door, I'm going to feel like a buffoon. This did not feel like it took as long to climb up here as it did last stream. Maybe there's something going on. I feel like there's a lot of like stuff happening that I'm just gonna save here just in case. Kind of ruins everything else that I said I was gonna do, but oh well. Okay. Cool, so we can't even get through here at all. Wish I had kept that save point at the bottom of the elevator. Oh, this isn't even the way to Dracula's loft. This is Dracula's loft is to the right of here. We actually went up a completely separate path. Alright, go back down. That's why it wasn't taking as long. Because we're actually going the wrong way. Alright, go back down. Good thing is we can use the elevators to get back down fast. But watch out, ectoplasm. Don't need to go that way. Okay, 15 minutes into the stream, I still haven't figured out where I'm going. Not a good sign. Especially considering we spent like the last 10 or 15 minutes of the previous stream trying to figure out where we were going. Alright, so we have to go all the way back down, then to the right, then all the way back up. Is this what we have to do? I think the elevator's right here. No, it's over here. I'm just gonna listen to the music and chill. It's gonna turn into a no commentary stream very soon. Hopefully not. Okay. All the way back down this elevator. Now the question is, should I just save the game and then try to figure out where I'm going? Or should I just keep exploring on my own? Without looking up any help. Let's go to the right. And grab the next save point while we're here. And then I'll decide once I get over there. Game is very much making me want to resort to using a guide, though. I feel like I remember this game being very cryptic as well. I have memories playing this game in the past. I don't think I've ever beaten this one. I'm pretty sure I've never beaten it, but I think I have played it before. And I remember getting into a similar situation where, like, at a certain point in the game, I just had no idea where to go, and I kind of gave up. There's something about Harmony of Dissonance that we're learning, we're experiencing right now. And it's that there's a certain point, like halfway through the game, where they just don't tell you where to go, and the castle is just, it's pretty massive, and it takes a while to backtrack all the way through everything again, to check every single dead end, and it seems like everything just leads to another dead end. Is this even the way? Sort of, yeah. There's actually something over here. Okay, another one of these. There has to be some way to go through these tunnels that I just haven't figured out yet. I'm just trying. I'm thinking, like, what was the last conversation we had with Maxim? I'm pretty sure he gave us the bracelet, and then we just said that we were gonna go fight Dracula, but then we just, like, can't get there. There's, like, no way for us to get there anymore. Okay, and now I'm kind of worried because we can't go up there. We can't go right through there. Do we have to use this teleporter? Where will this take us? I guess we'll find out. It's not going to take us back to the place that we were just at, because I think that was the other teleporter. Oh. Left, down, and then around. Hey, Tricky. Thanks for stopping by today. I'm just kind of exploring this castle and having no idea where I'm going. Very fun time we're having here today. How are you doing? How's your weekend going? You're almost done watching the Playing Lipstick Plus Like a Normal Video Game Part 1. It's just a stream highlight video, which I think you were here during the actual streams, right? But I kind of had fun watching it myself, even though I was the one streaming it, so definitely no downside to just watching it again. The purpose of those the videos, I made them basically just so it's for the people who like enjoyed the guide videos but they don't want to watch the streams. But I was actually surprised because people who've already watched the streams were still showing up as well, which is kind of cool to see. You didn't see that stream? Oh, that's true, actually, that one was a while ago. So that's another thing too, like for the people who weren't here, like who didn't subscribe like 3 months ago, they didn't see the first few streams. Yeah, it's a good like recap on those. And then honestly, like those streams were so long ago, it was nice to like see everything again. Really funny to see me like making a bunch of mistakes and not following my own advice. Like I'm not doing this, like if you watch my guide video and then you watch that stream, it's like I'm not doing anything that I say to do in the guides. It's because I hadn't figured it all out yet, or I was just like not really playing at my best. Because I took a year off before, I took a year off from playing any Awakening before I started working on the video guides. So as a result, like those streams were pretty sloppy, and then I came back and started like actually playing the game. Okay, we're gonna go all the way. Oh god, should we just go over here and save? We should go over here and save first before we go up there. That's gonna save us a lot of time. Yeah, the stream is 4 or 5 hours. Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, there's gonna be people who are not gonna want to watch a 5-hour stream. Spin did a really good job of editing that down to just like an hour-long highlight video. And the pacing is like so fast. I feel like the version of me from that video, it sounds like so much smarter than my real self. Like if you watch my streams, I usually talk more slowly and like I pause a lot and I ramble a lot. And with all of the rambling cut out and like all of the pausing cut out and like the gaps between me talking and just sitting there like thinking, it makes me seem a lot smarter. Okay, left and then up. And we should just be set to go from here. You can't dash in the air. That's one difference between Juste and Alucard. Pretty sure in Symphony of the Night, Alucard can dash in the air. But I might be thinking of a different game. Does this GBA game have a save battery? I'm pretty sure it saves using a battery of some kind, yeah. How else would it... I'm actually not that familiar with GBA games. How else do they save? Like, other than having an internal battery? I think the Pokemon games had like 2 batteries, and that's what causes the games to eventually like lose their saves over time. But maybe that's Game Boy Color? I'm actually not that sure. I'm not like super familiar with the hardware side of things for older games like this. I'd be interested to know what you think about it. Also, I cannot believe he just hit us with that arrow through the wall. This dude is like set up in the perfect sniping spot. By the way, thank you for stopping by today, Honor. How are you doing today? If you want to, if you know anything about GBA save batteries, feel free to teach me, because I am interested in this kind of stuff. I'm just not that knowledgeable about it myself. Okay, we're going left. And we're just gonna try everything in our power to open this door. And if it doesn't work, then I don't know what we're gonna do. It's gonna be a stream where it's me reading game facts guides, basically. It's gonna very quickly turn into that stream. We're almost there, though. It actually didn't really take that long to get back up to the top of the loft. Ooh, we killed a bone pillar someone hit. I'm guessing the Dracula nail that we picked up helps with that. Okay, this is a different door. This is a different door. This is a different door. Oh, there's a good chance that we can actually open this door. I have not seen one of these yellow doors before. Oh, I'm so hyped right now. Please open, please open, please open, please open, please open. Yes. It worked. It worked. Okay, it worked. It worked. This is clutch. This is very clutch. We have not been here before. I'm going to grab this cross. The game seems to want me to have the cross right now. In that case, I'm also going to switch my spellbook over to Ice. I really like the Ice Cross spell in this game. Hint card 3. And I think this is a new teleporter. Or something. I don't know what this is. New teleporter, I think. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, this is so important. This is the most important thing that's ever happened. Please tell me there's a place I can save nearby. Here, maybe? No. I'm so scared about the fact that I have not saved in a long time. We got the mystical robe. Pretty sure this is better than what we've got on now. Better defense for sure, and better magic, so yeah. This is just a strict upgrade to what we're using. Okay, where's the save point, please? I do not want to have to climb up that tower again. There was definitely a boss, like, immediately to the left of the door that we opened. Oh, give me back my cross. There was definitely a boss immediately to the left of the door that we opened. So we need to not... Okay, hold on, hold on. There's a save point below us and to the right. Can we actually get over there? No, there's more of these doors that I don't know how to open. I love the full charge attack. Okay, maybe there's a save over here. This feels similar too. It feels like we've been here before. But this, so we should be in an alternate version of the castle right now. There's actually something up to the top. There's not any save points nearby where we are right now. If that's the case, if there's no save point nearby anyway... Yeah, if there's no save point nearby anyway, then maybe we should just go fight the boss. And... Oh, okay, I see. There is something up there, but we can't get through. Alright. This feels bad. Why would there not be any save points anywhere nearby? Right, moment of truth. Let's try to not get immediately murdered by whatever's in here. Oh, don't tell me it's Dracula, please. It's not Dracula. Okay, it's not Dracula. It's just a demon of some kind. Pazuzu. Oh, watch out. I can't whip those. Oh god, I thought he was going to jump up and not on top again. I'm going to use a potion. I'm not walking all the way up here again. Okay, his flame orbs, I can't block them with my whip. And I can't cancel them out with my ice shot either. And in fact, they actually block my ice shot. I'm just going to spam the whip here. And then when he's up top, I'm going to spam this. Problem is... Oh, there we go. We got inside his right attack range. Okay. So the Ice Cross spell works really well when he's up top, and then we can spam the whip when he's on the ground. I think we can actually just avoid all of his attacks if we keep doing this. Oh, this is a really bad spot. How in the world did I get through there? Go, 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 go. Nice. Oh, the Ice Cross is so good against this enemy. Watch out, watch out. Just spam the whip, just spam the whip, just spam the whip. The good thing is, too, our mana regenerates over time. Wow. Wow, that was tricky. Oh god, oh god, oh god. I'm gonna use another potion. We have plenty of potions. It's actually kind of cool that his magic trumps my magic. I don't mind that at all. It's really cool that I have no way to block his projectiles, and his projectiles actually block my projectiles instead of them just canceling each other out. It really makes this boss feel very dangerous and powerful. And plus, it adds like a spacing element, because if we can get inside the range of his cast, we can actually bypass the block based on our positioning, which is another cool element. I'm just going to heal the full in case he lands on me again, because last time he landed on me, ooh, nice. Last time he landed on me, I took 2 ticks of damage instead of just 1. Okay, something very nice better be in here. Oh, this is so good. I feel so good right now. I was so worried. Liddy. Juste. Is it really you, Juste? Are you alright? Are you injured? I'm fine. Maxim had me tucked safely away here. Oh, I see. Didn't he come with you? Maxim's waiting for us outside, I think. Hey, what happened to the person that brought me to this place? You mean that you don't know who it was that kidnapped you? Until Maxim came to my rescue, I was blindfolded. I see. Okay, let's try to get out of this place. Yes, let's go. So this is where you've been hiding. He too is a bold man. No! Liddy, I shall have this maiden for myself. No, Juste, save me! Damn, I must hurry after them. Interesting, okay. So this was not the end of the game. Ooh, open that. That leads somewhere, I'm sure. In fact, it leads to a place we've never been. Please give me a save point. This game is brutal with the save points. Like, there's no save point anywhere near before or after a pretty difficult boss. Okay, we can go down here. Okay, here's a save point. Okay. I feel a little better. I feel a lot better now. Not only did we access a new area for the first time, but we finally actually saved. Now we've got a whole new section of Castle A to explore. I'm pretty sure there's like a whole new... I don't think the Castle B section is actually new. I think we just accessed a place... We got to a place that we had been before through like a different door. The map says we're only like 50% done, yeah. That being said, we don't really need to 100% the game. But we are about halfway through. We're a little bit more... I think we're more than halfway at this point. Watch out. Oh. Did not want to do that. Oh, we're taking a lot of poison damage. We have antidotes, right? Anti-venoms, yeah. I'm gonna heal back up again, too. You can't remember which GBA games use it, but some utilize a coin-style battery that needs to be replaced because it affects the ability to save in time-based events. Yeah, that's like Pokemon Emerald that I was talking about. Which, by the way, I really want to play some more Pokemon. I've been playing off-stream, but I want to start streaming Pokemon again soon. There's stuff that I want to do that's like not directly related to just... Because like sometimes when you play a game, you just like beat it and then you just stop playing. There's actually stuff I want to do that's like that goes beyond just beating the game. There's like interesting things that I want to do. Like I know for sure I want to get back to my shiny hunting. I want to do a stream where I hatch 60 eggs. And in Pokemon Crystal, the way that we're doing it, our odds of hatching a shiny egg are 1 in 64. So if I do a stream where I hatch 60 eggs, there's a pretty good chance that we'll get at least one shiny. That would be really cool. I would love to do that stream. But the reason I haven't been doing it is because I've been feeling like I have to stream Fire Emblem every Saturday. And I just finally decided, you know what, I'm just going to stream whatever I feel like. And I know that like these other like non-Fire Emblem streams are going to get like 5 viewers. And I just don't care. I'm just going to play whatever I want to play. So that's kind of what we're doing today. And there was other stuff that I wanted to do too. Just like catching and making builds for like really specific Pokemon. Like not even just like top tier ones, but just like kind of, I don't know, just like catching specific Pokemon that I like. And like finding out like what method would you use to catch them, like what nature would you want them to have. I want to do like Safari Zone stuff. I want to like explore the Safari Zone and how you can use Pokeblocks to get Pokemon with specific natures. I want to do contests and things like that. So yeah, there's just like a lot of stuff that I want to do. We got a castle drawing. I would love to go back and explore the village. We haven't been back there in a while. We've collected a lot of furniture. And not only that, there's another boss right there, by the way. Not only have we collected a lot of furniture, there should be a save point right over here. If the castles are mirrored, which I think they are, yes, there's a save point here. Ooh, that's really cool. I just used the reverse version of the castle to figure something out, like to make a guess about what the layout was going to be like. and my guess was correct, which feels very rewarding. There's a lot of broken stuff. Is there a lot of broken stuff you can do in FFTA? Showing off the Thief Steal ability strat. Last time it took so long just to get eggs. Yeah, just to get one egg on the last stream. Oh yeah, so for Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, yeah, I'm not going to stream FFTA. I don't think it's a very fun game to stream. I don't know. There's just something about it. It's something that it's very fun to play like off stream. Mostly because like a lot of the time is spent like running around the map with the speed up function on. I don't know. Like if there was like a demand for me to stream the game, I would stream it. But I just haven't really felt that. Like nobody's really asked me to stream it before, and I don't think anybody would. But I do want to make more videos about it. I want to make videos about like broken builds. Like you can do petrification builds that have basically a 100% chance to instant kill enemies, which is pretty funny. There's a lot of bosses that are not really immune to most status effects. Even if you can't like one-shot them with petrification, you can just like put them to sleep infinitely using concentration ninjas. Ooh, he hits pretty hard. He hits me for about a third of my health. I'm pretty sure if he hits me 3 times, I can heal back up. But what's scary is sometimes you take 2 ticks of damage. He's not that dangerous though, honestly. His rhythm is pretty exploitable. Yeah, there's a lot of games don't have the. I'm pretty sure this game doesn't have the. I know which one you're talking about. It's like the circle-shaped battery. I'm pretty sure this game has like a normal battery, the ones that just kind of last forever. Although who knows? Like forever is a long time. If somehow by some miracle there's still people playing GBA games 2,000 years from now, I don't know if the save batteries will still work. Okay, nice. That's another boss down quickly. See, once you actually make progress, like once you open up a new area, you can start making progress quickly. It's just when you're lost and when you don't know which way to go in this game, it can very much feel like you're just spending a lot of time wandering around the castle blindly. Yeah, concentrate's very broken. Are the Game Boy Advance Super Robot Wars games any safer to stream? I've never seen anybody stream them or make videos about them, so I'm not 100% sure. I feel like if I wanted to stream it, I could, and it wouldn't cause any problems. I just don't really want to, for the reasons I discussed during the previous stream. All right, we got the steel tip. Let's see what this does. It's not... Interesting. It's not in our relics. What is it, an item? No. Is it an equipment? Yes. It adds the steel ball to the end of the whip. Massively increases damage. Ooh, cool. And then we can actually start swinging it around again, too. Instead of using the charge shots. So this is like a plus 30 damage. Pretty good. Do I think double sword or concentrate is more broken? It's sort of like the discussion about like team building in Fire Emblem. I think having a character with concentrate to put enemies to sleep, and then having a second character with double sword to hit the enemies, to like double hit the enemies for high damage while they're asleep, probably makes more sense. Although, like in theory, especially for bosses, like against bosses, against bosses, you would want to have a character with concentrate to put the boss to sleep, and then a character with double sword to like hit the boss twice for a lot of damage. Where on the other hand, if you're just fighting a bunch of like generic enemies, you could probably just have like everyone have concentrate equipped and just like petrify all the enemies and instant kill them all. So it kind of depends on what you're fighting, but it's useful to have team members who are versatile. Have like different builds so that you have like the right characters to counter whatever type of enemy you're facing, I guess. Probably the correct play. You can intentionally like set up the initiative order in a way as well to make the best use of this. Okay, so we can't go that way. We can maybe go this way. The problem is I still don't know about these other doors if we have a method to unlock them. But at the very least... Okay, yeah, so we can't unlock these doors yet. At the very least, we have access to a large section of the castle that we haven't been able to access. Do I think any class is underpowered in the late game? I think overall the new Mo classes are not that great because they're very slow, and most of what they do can be replicated by other races. Ooh, we got petrified. Speaking of petrification, yeah, most of what the new Mo can do can actually be replicated by other races. So new Mo is like, they're kind of unique, is how I would put it. Like, they can do unique things that other races can't do. Like, for fun, like if you want to do stuff for, like if you want to do things for fun, like, oh, I want to transform into monsters, like the new Mo can do that. That's pretty fun. Other races can't do that. But like for power, like for making an optimal team composition, you're usually never going to have any of the new Mo classes. The Banga are kind of in a similar place where they're very powerful in the early game, especially the monk class. But later on, like, there's not really any Banga jobs that do any like broken things. Like, the really broken things in the game are mostly done by like the gunner class, most of the Vieira races, and then like pretty much humans. So like humans and Vieira are going to be the most broken at the end game, and then Moogle have like pretty good things too. Like, I'm pretty sure Moogles have access to concentrate as well. Yeah, they get it through the gunner class. And once the Moogle gets concentrate and gets access to like status attacks and things like that, they're pretty much on the same level as like the humans and the Vieira. So rather than like class based, I would say Moogles, Vieira, and humans are the best races, and in the late game. Banga are good in the early game, but they kind of fall off over time because they lack the more broken tools that the other races have. And then don't get petrified. And then the new Mo are just like not really good in the early game, or they're also not really good in the late game either, if I'm being completely honest. Although I do like using them for certain things. They make good white mages, especially early on, because like slow healing is pretty useful. It like doesn't matter if your healer goes last in the turn order. That ice crystal had very weird aim. It was like shooting at the floor. Do I want holy water? No, I think I want to keep my ice cross. Alright, there better be something good over here. No. Well, I mean, it was a save point. Moogle 10 range gunner with stop shot and concentrate. Yeah, stop shot's really good. Banga, you don't really know what to do with them. You think they're like Jagans. That's kind of fitting. The weird thing about Banga is they actually have they have classes that have good... Oh, okay, I understand now. I was wondering why there was so many flea men. Now I'm realizing it's because after you destroy the armor, a flea man comes out of the armor. So it feels like there's twice as many as you see initially, which is exactly true, because you have to kill them all twice. Yeah, Vieira makes better white mages in the end, because of they can double cast. They can double cast summons as well. They just have so many... Like, the Vieira just have so many things that they can do. So really, like, the main reason to use new Mo is just because you like them. But I mean, there's stuff like that. There's stuff like that in Fire Emblem too. There's stuff like that in every strategy RPG. There's always going to be optimal stuff, and then there's going to be stuff that is just like either fun to use, or like you would really only ever use it if you have a personal preference for it. All right, this should be locked. Yeah. Hey Honor. Oh, sorry. I said hey to you already, but I want to read your message. You like the variety of games that I play. This hack and slash platform genre is especially something you've enjoyed more and more. You've been playing Adventure Time, Ice King. Oh, Adventure Time. Hey, Ice King, why'd you steal the garbage for 3DS? I've never played any Adventure Time games. I didn't even realize, like, I never thought about it, but there's licensed games for everything, so I never really thought about it, but yeah, there would be games for cartoons and things like that too. Vieira or human, are they equally broken? So I believe if you were trying to do, like, I don't know why you would do this, but if you were trying to make like the absolute most broken character possible, I'm pretty sure, based on what I've seen, the human would win. The reason is because the ninja has higher base stats compared to the assassin, and if you save scum and you reset over and over again to get them like the maximum speed every level up, eventually you're going to have a human with the highest possible speed in the game, which the Vieira, like, they're going to be outspeeding the Vieira. So, I know I'm trying to explain this in a rambly way. Let me explain it in a more succinct way. If you maximize a human character and you maximize a Vieira character, the max level, like, optimized human is going to have higher speed than the Vieira, which means you're just going to outspeed them and you're going to petrify them with a single attack. Having said that, within the context of, like, what's better for a playthrough, so I think the Vieira ability to double cast summons, like you mentioned, is especially because like, summoners don't have to be slow. Like, you can make an extremely fast summoner. So if you make an extremely fast summoner and you double cast, like, summon, you could potentially wipe, like, every enemy on the map with a single cast, if you're dealing enough damage. However, I think humans can do the same with Illusionist. So at that point, I guess it comes down to, like, whether Illusionist or Summoner is better. Oh my god, we're getting destroyed, by the way. Let me heal back up. Yeah, I guess it comes down to whether you think Illusionist or Summoner is better for wiping enemies. Because other than that, they're, like, virtually the same. Like, yeah, the human is going to be a little bit faster, but it's not going to matter if both of them just outspeed all enemies. At a certain point, there's a diminishing return where you just have more speed than you need. And optimizing speed beyond that point doesn't matter anymore. I feel like if that urn hits me, I'm going to get cursed. We're getting a lot of turkey from here. Heart max up. I'm not going to complain about that. Yeah, humans probably win. They also have more classes. That's actually true. I wasn't even really thinking about that, but if you look at the class chart, they do have more classes. So they're gonna have more options for, like, what they can do. Oh, humans can get access to Blue Mage, which might have some broken. I haven't really looked at much. I haven't explored the Blue Mage builds that much. I'm working on one right now with my off-stream file. I have a hunter, Blue Mage, that I'm building up just so that I can capture all the enemies in the game and learn all the Blue Mage abilities on a single character, which I've never done before. New enemy type. So once I finish, like, experimenting with all the different Blue Mage abilities, I might come up with some broken combinations, which could potentially, like, have more output than the Vieira. I'm really glad our damage is kind of high right now, because these enemies are hitting pretty hard. I feel like if we weren't killing them fast enough, they would be dealing a lot of damage to us. Okay, there's a whole section over to the right that we haven't explored yet. We went past, like, 2 optional side routes that we're going to have to backtrack on later. But then again, like I said, our goal isn't to 100% the game. So unless there are things over there which we need, we don't necessarily have to go back there. We might have to at some point. This guy is really strong. He's got a lot of HP, a lot of mobility, a lot of damage. I don't want the axe. This is very interesting because we're back in the A castle, I believe, right now. Yes, we are. We're running out of potions very quickly, by the way. We're going to have to restock on potions soon. Oh my god, this... I do not want to go this way. Someone help me. Help me. Don't make me go here. I can't even hit these guys. Oh my god, they're destroying me. I did all that for a tea set? Come on, man. I'm gonna use a high... No, I'm not. I'm pretty sure I can't buy more high potions, so I have to be very careful about those. You know what I need to do? Oh my god. I need to turn off my spellbook and use the regular cross to hit these guys. Yeah. Yeah, because the regular cross actually deals more damage than the individual ice pellets. And it has good range, and we can aim it linearly instead of relying on the auto shot, which doesn't always aim at the enemy that you want it to. Plus, the ice cross can actually go through the wall. The regular cross can go through walls, and the ice cross cannot. So it's easier to fight these guys who have, like, incorporeal forms, and they go through walls. We need to be able to hit through walls to be able to fight them. Yeah, that was a really smart play. Switching to the cross makes these guys much easier to fight. Alright, let me get caught up on chat. You've tried every single class, but you felt underwhelmed by anything from the Banga in the late game. Yeah, so the Banga are interesting because... hold on a second. They're definitely the best physical attackers. What I find really interesting is that they actually have like a few magical classes, and they have classes that give like magical growth rates, and it makes me want to try out a pure magic manga and see if I can, like, if it's any fun, if it's any good. Like, if it's not strong but it's fun to use, I'm totally fine with that. But I'd also like to just see, like, is it actually strong? Like, is there a manga like magic build that's actually strong? Same thing with it's definitely less. There's less good options for sure, but I'm also curious to try out like a physical attacking Numo or a physical attacking Moogle. I think those could be amusing potentially. I don't think those have any potential to be strong. At least with like the Templar and stuff. See, what I'm not sure about is actually the scaling on the breath attacks, because the breath attacks from the Dragoon class, I don't know if that uses magic attack or if that uses physical attack. Because the Dragoon is a physical class, but it could potentially be the case that their breath weapons use their magic stat. And if that's the case, I guess that probably explains why you're supposed to use the classes with the magical growth rates in order to like increase the attack power of your breath weapons. Is there a reason to do that when you can just use a summoner to like wipe entire enemy groups? That's where things get complicated. These swords are really difficult to fight. But yeah, like in theory, you could just use like a summoner or an illusionist to just like wipe every enemy on the map, like for sure. But it just makes me like, I'm just curious to see like how can you optimize the breath weapons? Like how good can you make them, and is it even worth it at all? Like, is it worth anything? If you play any game on the GBA DS or 3DS era, you'll enjoy watching it. There's just something about playing this era of games that always draws you back. Switch is fine as well. Yeah, I really love Game Boy Advance games. I love Nintendo DS games. To me, like those are like among the best consoles. Like I have so much fun playing these old like retro style games. Oh my god, we just survived on 3 HP. And we are just done. Like we have no potions. We need to figure something out before we get like overwhelmed. I think this is locked. Yeah, this is locked. Okay, we can't go this way. I'm trying to think of like what other games I would really like to play on stream. Back on the subject of Pokemon, I was actually just thinking yesterday, I haven't played Pokemon Black and White for an extremely long time. Like, I pretty much played them when they came out, and then I never played them again after that. And I don't think I even beat them, so I would love to do like a Pokemon Black or a Pokemon White stream. Especially because those are games that like don't really get streamed a lot. Ooh, plate mail. I'm very strongly considering equipping the plate mail because we have not been using our spells lately, and we're taking a ton of damage. We can go up to 132 defense. Can we go any higher? Scale armor is 110. Guardian armor is only 116. Yeah, this is a huge upgrade in our defense. Massive upgrade. This actually might help us not get killed by these guys. You tried using a Moogle, like a physical attacking Moogle, but they don't have good damage output. Yeah, that's what I figured. Bongon magic is more like a meme. It can be fun to try out the memes though. Ooh, very, very, very nice. Oh yes. So we meet again. Glad to see you looking well. What can I do for you? Please sell me potions. Oh my god, yes. How many can I stock? What's the maximum amount? Is it 20? Oh wow, it's even more. Okay, hold on. Well, let's stock 30, and then let's make sure we have like other supplies. Like we want anti-venoms. Is he gonna sell me anything else useful? Bangle, armlet, velvet cloak. Nothing right now seems very useful. Heavy armor is worse than the armor we just picked up for free. Barrel helmet, good defense. Morian is even stronger. The bloody glove. Interesting. Greaves. There's like a bunch of different armor pieces, and it feels like I don't understand why you would use one over the other instead of just using the one with the highest defense. Alright, let's buy some high potions. And then I'm just gonna like buy as many potions as he lets me buy. I'm literally gonna buy every single potion that I can. Because you just saw how much we were running out of healing. Well, hold on. Is it better to use 1 high potion or 2 potions? Let me check. Because it actually might be more cost efficient. Let's see how much a high potion heals for. I actually didn't see. It was 84 to 234. 234 minus 84 is 150. And then a potion heals for... I'm pretty sure the potion heals for 100, right? No. 304 to 234. That's 70. So actually a high potion heals for more than 2 potions do. What does that mean? Cost-wise. It's actually still more cost efficient to buy regular potions. Let's buy 50. I don't really need like armor or anything like that. I just need to be able to heal myself after I take damage. I say that, but I just got damaged. Down to 3 HP a moment ago. Okay, we're in a very weird section of the castle right now. It's just mostly leading to dead ends. But most of the dead ends have at least like one thing that's worth picking up. So we're doing some exploring. Do I know the Resident Evil merchant? I know the one from, yeah, I know the one from Resident Evil 4. I'm pretty familiar with that one. I haven't played many other Resident Evil games. You think Assassin is faster than Ninja on average, but if you rig them, they're equally fast. Did you check the base stats, or are you just looking at the growths? Because every class has their own unique base stats, and I thought that the Ninja had the had the highest base stats, but I could be wrong. It was that information was based on a message board post that's like 8 years old that I read like a month ago. So not only like could I have misremembered something that I read a month ago, but also the post could have also just been wrong. So that's why I'm curious. Both get +2 speed every level up, and then, yeah, they both get the chance to get +3 speed. The Assassin is a little bit higher. Yeah, so I think the Ninja has higher base stats, and the Assassin... so basically the difference is that Ninja has higher base stats, but the Assassin has better growths. But since you can always rig the growths, you can go with the Ninja, who has the higher base stats, and then you can just get them both +3 speed every level. So in theory, like, the Ninja can eventually have higher speed because of the difference in their base stats. And I think they might even have higher magic and higher attack as well, which would also just like be another thing that makes them stronger. But I don't know all of their stats off the top of my head. These guys are kind of tough. What about this? Wow, he can even block the cross. That's very surprising. Nice, got him. Blaze Master is a really cool name for an enemy, by the way. Ugh. Juste is supposed to be a really strong sorcerer, but I just find myself using the regular cross instead of the magic. Yeah, if you check the base stats, let me know, because I'm curious to know what, like, how different they are. Okay, what you have to do... Yeah, he's kind of like this enemy in Mega Man where you have to wait until the moment where he's about to attack. And then hit him at that point in time. Problem is I can't get him to attack. There we go. Should I use another potion? I kind of want to. We have a lot of potions right now, so we might as well just use them. This was all for a Heaven's Ring. What does the Heaven's Ring do? We could probably take off our bracelet for a little while. Heaven's Ring increases the strength of the axe. Holy water. What we really want is a ring that increases the cross, because the cross is the weapon that I like the most. Are you into this franchise as a whole, or just this game? Oh, I've been playing Castlevania for as long as I've been playing video games. It's one of my, definitely among my favorite franchises. And because I really enjoyed watching the animated series recently, it kind of just got me into the mood to want to play the games again. Especially because I really liked Juste Belmont in Nocturne. He was extremely cool, so I was like, you know what, it's been a long time since I played Harmony of Dissonance, and I don't think I ever beat it. So I wanted to come back to this game and actually give it a fair try, and not just give up after getting like lost in the castle. I kind of want to do like a Castlevania 1 stream at some point. That would be really fun. Castlevania 1 is very difficult to beat, like, legitimately, like, without using save states or anything like that. This guy's so hard to hit. Ooh, we got a Sapphire. Yeah, I love Castlevania. Love it. Alright, another side area down here. Let's go explore here while we're here. Pretty sure I can just drop down and hit these guys. It's difficult to use melee attacks. Juste is actually not very good at melee. I'm pretty sure, like, now it has been a while since I'm not really playing a lot of Castlevania recently, but I'm pretty sure, based on my memories, like, being able to, like, use this jump kick attack, like, I'm pretty sure Soma can spam the jump kick without taking any damage. I'm pretty sure, who else can do it? I might be thinking of, what's the name of the game? I can't remember the name of the game off the top of my head. But either way, I'm pretty sure Soma can spam the jump kick without taking any damage. And with Juste, it feels like when I jump kick enemies or like when I slide into enemies, I keep taking damage. That could be because my skills have deteriorated, so I'm just not, like, timing my jump kicks correctly. But I think Juste just, like, takes more, like, damage. More. Nice. I think Juste just, like, takes damage in situations where other characters don't. Maybe that's part of his, like, unique identity as a sorcerer, as, like, more of a caster. I think he's supposed to be the strongest magician. But I don't know if, like, any of the ones that came after him actually, like outranked him or, like, got better at magic. I mean, Richter's more of, like a brawler, and Julius didn't really feel like he was very magic focused. He was more of, like, a classic Belmont type. You just checked. Assassin has the best growth and speed base. Really? Interesting. I guess either the post that I read was wrong, or I'm just misremembering it. Or they could have just been talking about the ninja just, like, for the sake of talking about the ninja. Rather than, like, saying, like, ninja is best and here's why. They could have just been saying, like, here's how you make the best ninja. That's really interesting to know, though. Ninja has 120% speed base. Assassin has 125. Do you know if there's any equipment that's exclusive to humans? Because that could also be, like, another deciding factor. Phonograph. Ninja, yeah, Ninja is the best for human for sure. So that could have just been what the post was about. I can't remember what I was reading about either. I was trying to look up something else, but then it just happened to be a discussion about, like, how to max out the speed of the ninja. You found it on the mechanic guide, yeah. I've checked the mechanic guide as well. It's just like I said, I don't have all the base stats memorized for every class, or any class really. That's not the type of gamer that I am. Yeah, so I learned something very valuable today. Ooh, his leg part still has, like, a separate hitbox, and it has, like, its own HP. That's kind of gross. Ribbon makes you immune to statuses, so actually, yeah, so in a way, like, the Viera might actually be better than humans, because they get access to the ribbon. Are there ribbons in Final Fantasy 1? Or were they added later on in the franchise? Kind of curious to know about that. Oh god, I thought if he was just gonna hang out up there, I would summon the ice block. But then as soon as I summoned it, he immediately charged at me. Getting a bookshelf. We're just getting, like, furniture. We're not getting things that we actually need. Technically, Ritz would be the best human because she can use human. Yeah, Ritz is basically a Viera. She has a Viera build. Yeah, being immune to statuses would be really good because it would allow Vieira to win the 1v1 against any other race too. Because like the instant, like not only could the Vieira like instantly petrify the opponent, but the opponent could never petrify them because they would have the ribbon. So if we're talking about like a 1v1 situation, the Vieira is definitely the strongest now that I think about it. Especially now that I know that the Assassin is the fastest class. I thought it was the Ninja. Oh, this hurts my thumb. Average moment where I talk about how I'm gonna rest my wrist because I've been having wrist pains lately. And now I'm here just like spamming the circle stick to kill these stupid skeletons. Oh, that was bad for my wrist. I'm not doing that again. We're just gonna have to fight him the old-fashioned way. I really want to beat the game today, but I don't know how close we are to beating it. Hey Mega Gengar GX, thanks for stopping by today. The statue was based on the final boss of Castlevania 3. Huh. Interesting. I don't think if I've played I think Castlevania 3 might be among the few games that I have not played. Yeah, humans have such a huge arsenal of tools. That's a really good way to put it, especially with Blue Mage. Especially with the Blue Mage. Okay, that cannot be correct. Why would there be a blocked off room that leads to an empty room? Anyone got any thoughts on this? Why we just had to open up a blocked off room that leads to an immediate dead end? I'm working on a video for the Blue Mage where I talk about the skills that disappear over time, like enemies that stop appearing after a certain period. I want to make a video about all the missables in the game basically, and be like, hey, like, you know, if you don't get Goblin Punch, the regular goblins stop appearing. So like a good place to get a good place to fight goblins is in Village Hunt, for example. So I'm gonna make a video guide about that, where I'll show off like, hey, if you go to Village Hunt, you can get the Goblin Punch ability. Make sure you do that before goblins disappear from the game. And then there's a type of dragon that disappears from the game partway through, so you have to make sure you get the breath weapon from that dragon before it disappears. Okay, we can't go here. We can't go here. Okay, so we're gonna go back up into the right. It opens a new area in Skeleton Cave B. The statue opens a new area in Skeleton Cave B. Do you know this game really well? Can you tell me where I'm supposed to be going right now? Can you help me? What good skills do Blue Mages have? Yeah, that's the question, is like what skills of theirs are actually good? That I don't know. What does Knight do? Is it like an instant death, maybe? Because that would certainly be good. Oh, it puts everyone to sleep except for the caster? Yeah, that would be very good. That's even better than petrifying a single enemy, or putting a single enemy to sleep, because you can put all the enemies to sleep. Of course, the problem is you'd be putting your own allies to sleep. What you could do is you could have... so this is an interesting composition that just came to mind when you said that. You could have a Blue Mage human with the rest of the party being Vieira that have ribbons equipped. So you could use Knight to put all the enemies to sleep, while your Vieira would all remain awake because of the ribbons. And then you could have your Vieira just run around and kill everything. That would be cool. Although in theory, the thing is your Vieira would have already acted first because they'd be faster than the human. Oh, okay, I see. So breaking that wall in Castle A actually breaks the same wall in Castle B. Okay, that's really cool. That's awesome. I did not know it worked that way. I'm guessing that's for like 100%ing the game, because I doubt they would require you to have to do that in order to beat the game. Maybe there's like a piece of furniture over there or something. That's a really cool mechanic. I didn't even know about that. I didn't know they had mechanics like that in this game. Yeah, so I see what you guys are saying now. So that wall is probably one that we've tried to get past in Castle B before, and we never knew how to get past it. So breaking it here is actually the way to open it. And then we have to go back to the other castle. I definitely don't want to do that unless I have to be honest. If there's just like a piece of furniture over there, it's not worth it to me. But it is very cool to know that. As a game developer, that kind of thing is always very interesting to me. It gives me ideas for stuff I would put into my own games. Like that immediately just fills me with inspiration for like similar ideas that I could do. Angel Whisper heals and bestows auto life. The thing is, there's a reaction ability that gives auto life, but then again, you could free up your reaction slot by using Angel Whisper instead. Okay, we have to be careful because this section seems to be filled with very dangerous enemies. That item is needed for the true end. Oh, it must be one of the pieces of Dracula. So it actually might be worth going and getting that if we're trying to get the true end. I think today I'm just going to try to beat the game, and then in the future, if I want to try to get the true end, I'll just do like a stream where I go around and get all the missable items. So at that point, the question becomes, what is the best way to beat the game? Like from our current position, how would we beat the game from where we are right now? Watch out. Nice spacing on the cross. Ton of free damage there. Yeah, like there's other ways to do. There's other ways to get life. There's other way to get like generic skills. So that's why I feel like the Blue Mage isn't like, it doesn't like put the humans ahead of the Viera overall. Mega Gengar GX asks if I'm a game developer. I've developed some games that basically nobody has ever played before. I'm working on a really big project right now. I haven't. It's not ready yet. I want to get everything to the point where when I release like the first trailer for the game, it actually looks good enough that it's going to make people interested in it. Because making a good first impression, I've learned, is like one of the most important things about game development. Like some of the stuff that I've shared in the past, like if you show off like your first build of the game and it doesn't look very good, like people aren't really gonna like stick around and wait for the better version of the game. They're just gonna give up. They're just gonna like never come back. So I want to make sure with the game that I'm working on right now that I make it as good as possible before I share anything. Before I like make a trailer or anything like that. I do have some ideas for the trailer though. We already have a lot of art for the game. We already have a lot of music for the game. So I could theoretically make a trailer right now. What's really funny is that when I started developing it, it's not like I really had like much of a like presence on YouTube. Now the fact that I actually have like a little bit of a YouTube channel kind of means that if I upload like the trailer for the game here, there's a chance that it might actually get like more views just because of the fact that I already have like subscribers and stuff. This guy looks dangerous. Oh, okay. Nice fake out. That was an awesome fake out, boss. Should we... Whoa. Oh, God. Should we do what I'm doing now, or should we try to fight him a different way? Oh, my God. Because there could be, like, a spell that we could use. Let's stick with this. This seems to be working pretty well on just hitting his leg piece. Watch out, watch out. And then if we have to damage, like, other parts of his body, we'll try to find a spell that hits those other parts. Okay, I figured out his attack pattern. Get a lot of free damage right now. Gotta watch out when he puts his leg back like that. Okay, I don't know what he's about to do, so I'm just gonna back up. I'm gonna use a potion. Do I know Dark Deity? That's one game that does the exact opposite of what I said. No, I don't think I'm familiar with it. Not off the top of my head anyway. Ooh, we just took a heavy hit. I'm gonna use another potion. We both do some indie game development. One thing I've learned is that it's extremely difficult to make a good game. Ah! That was a heavy hit. This is why we bought a ton of potions. Does his body take damage? No. Does his head take damage? No. Okay, well, let's just keep hitting his leg then. Let me see if I can find a good spell to use. What does the fire version of the cross do? This would actually do really good damage if I had spaced it correctly, but of course, I waited way too long to try that out. We should have been using the fire cross the whole time against that boss. Dark Deity is an indie game inspired by Fire Emblem. They should have polished it a lot better. I don't know. I don't want to criticize other people's game design personally because I don't think my games are perfect. Although, of course, you know, you don't need to be perfect at something to be able to criticize other people or to give feedback. But I guess like from a developer's point of view, I don't like criticizing other developers like unprompted. Like I don't like giving unprompted criticism. If somebody asks me for feedback, I'll give it to them. But most people don't want to hear you just like criticizing their game like for no reason if they didn't ask. All right, let's go save. The reason why you don't advertise is because you're a perfectionist. That's neat. For the ending, you need to get all Dracula parts, though it matters what castle you're in and what you have equipped. Yeah, I knew about the bracelets. I think I actually knew about the Dracula parts too. I just wasn't really imagining that they would have any of the Dracula pieces hidden in an optional spot that's presumably pretty difficult to access. Like I never would have known about how to access that spot. Yeah, I think I'm suffering from a little bit of perfectionism right now myself as well. Like we have a lot of art done for the game already. We have a lot of music done for the game already, and I feel like I could have released a trailer by now, and I just haven't done it because like I just feel like it has to be perfect. But then as a result, I keep just like pushing it back and not putting anything out. Where maybe I should just release something soon, so that we're not just sitting on all these assets and not doing anything with it. Plus, the sooner I start advertising it, like potentially we could get, because I'm thinking I want to make a Kickstarter, because I don't want to have to go through a publisher. I want to be able to like fund my own game, but making it is extremely expensive. I've already spent thousands of dollars from my own savings, so it'd be really nice if I could get some money, like from other people who like are interested in the game and want to see it get completed. It would allow me to make a much better game. Harmony is extremely rough to beat without a guide. Yeah, no kidding. Like, never mind 100%ing it. Even just like completing the game is hard. Oh, by the way, we got a few hint cards that I haven't looked at yet, so let's go check those. Are they in the secret info? No. Encyclopedia, no. Where would they be? Relics? No. Items? Yes. Okay. Hint card. Somewhere there exists a mechanism for draining the caves. The eye of the goddess statues points to a secret passage. Kneel before the round gate to be taken to a different place. Some spells can be cast multiple times. The red book and the dagger share a secret. I don't think I learned anything valuable from those hints. You're working solo and wanting to do all the art and assets yourself, but you'd have friends willing to make music. Super Hollow Wars is an indie game, and they keep improving that game whenever they find bugs. Yeah, it's really great if you can just address bugs and fix them like immediately as soon as they get reported. But it takes a lot of time, effort, and energy to keep up with that kind of schedule. It can get very overwhelming very quickly, especially because a lot of times, unfortunately, you get a lot of like erroneous bug reports. Like you'll just get like a ton of reports that just end up wasting your time. Like people will report bugs, but it's like not actually a bug. It's just like something they didn't understand, or like something that like they messed up by tampering with their game. Or like trying to mod their game, and then you spend like an hour investigating a bug, and then it turns out it wasn't even a bug to begin with. So if you try to keep up with a schedule of like constantly like fixing all bug reports, or sorry, constantly addressing all bug reports and trying to fix all bugs, it can get very exhausting. I was working on, like it just in my free time, I was working on this project where I was remaking like the first game that I ever made, because I found like an old build for like the first game, one of the first complete games that I ever made when I first started developing games, like on my own, game that I made all by myself as well. But I kind of felt like it was just like taking away time from my YouTube channel. It was taking away time from like working on like the game that I should be working on, the one that, you know, we're actually going to try to sell and make money. I feel like it's just like I couldn't like afford to waste time like using my development and my creative energy on something like that. But who knows? Maybe I'll finish that at some point. These sylphs are pretty tough. So far, the bugs were very easy to find for the dev. At least you point out a bug and then they think why it happens and they get it solved pretty fast. I mean, it's very good. It's very helpful to get like bug reports from people. It can just be exhausting to constantly fix bugs. So we meet again. Glad to see you looking well. What can I do for you? Sell me something nice, please. It looks like he's selling all the same stuff except for this ceramic mail, which is extremely powerful. We do not have anywhere near... Yeah, we don't have anywhere near the resources we need to buy that. Let's just buy some potions. Hey Gianni, thanks for stopping by. You say thank you very much for your awakening videos. No problem at all. I'm actually really glad that people are enjoying those videos. I had a suspicion that the videos would do well. I felt like I was thinking, there's not really anybody who makes like videos on Awakening Lunatic Plus, and I know that I'm very knowledgeable about that game, so I was like, I think if I make these videos, I think people will actually enjoy them, but I wasn't like 100% sure like if they would actually do well or like how well they would do. Dead end, or like something that we need to do something with that I don't know what to do. Can't interact with this, I don't think. But yeah, I was very worried that I was going to put in a lot of effort on those videos and then people wouldn't really, they just wouldn't get many views. But they have been exceeding my expectations by far. Like the amount of comments and feedback and likes, like new subs that I've gotten on those videos is insane. How economical is potion versus high potion? We just calculated it earlier. It seems like the potions are more cost effective. You think the Bait guys tried to make some regular Lunatic Awakening vids? Yeah, those videos are very focused on like one specific issue, not really like addressing the game as a whole. He did make you're talking about Hayapow. He made one really awesome video. It's called I think it's called it's like you're playing like Awakening wrong or something like that. That video is actually really good. That video is really well made, and it predates my videos by quite a bit. It's like came out like 2 or 3 years before I started even working on mine. That's the mechanism hinted in the cards. Okay, let's go check the hint cards. The red book and the dagger share a secret. Some spells can be cast multiple times. Kneel before the round gate and be taken to a different place. The eyes of the goddess statue point to secret passage. Somewhere there exists a mechanism for draining the caves. I don't know what this is. Is this the mechanism for draining the caves? But I can't activate it. That's the mechanism. Yeah, but like, how do you activate it? It doesn't... Like, I don't understand how to do anything with this. You already finished Lunatic before that point, but sadly Lunatic Awakening wasn't popular. I feel like there's been a renaissance in Awakening like lately. I don't know if I'm partially responsible for that or if it's just a coincidence, but I feel like Awakening has become a lot more popular recently. Like when I see posts on the subreddit, I'm seeing Awakening posts way more often. My videos suddenly appear on your recommended, so you think I'm doing a great job. Yeah, like I'm getting recommended Awakening videos more often now too. Like not just my videos, but like other people's videos are popping back up in my recommendations feeds. I think like YouTube has just decided that Awakening is popular right now, which benefits me a lot because I'm mostly making Awakening videos. Oh, you can neutralize her spell. That's good. Mecha did a lunatic stream using the Vake as a carry. Yeah, I watched that. I had actually done my own Vake run before that stream, which was kind of amusing. Like I was watching him do it, and it was a little bit. I feel like I'm gonna stop myself before I say it, but I'm gonna say it anyway because I already started saying it. I'm not trying to trash anyone else for sure. I'm not trying to. It was a little bit frustrating. I get frustrated when I watch other people play video games, like if they don't figure things out right away. So like because I had already done the stream myself and I was like watching him do it, like when I was watching him play through the early game, I was like, it's just very difficult for me to watch other people play stream games that I'm good at. I was like thinking like, oh man, I wish he would do this one thing like slightly different, because he wasn't like doing like all of the optimal stuff, which of course he's not going to be doing all of the optimal things. Like when you're first, like if you're trying to play using Vake for the first time and you've never used Vake before and you're trying to figure it out, like you're obviously not going to be making all of the most optimal plays. And even on my streams, I don't always make the most optimal plays. So I'm not saying like he's a bad player because he wasn't like making every optimal play every turn. I guess I'm just pointing out it's funny that for me, like it's very, very difficult for me to watch streams just because I'm basically a backseater at heart. Like it's, nobody likes a backseater, but that's just like what I am. Like when I watch other people stream, like I just immediately get, like I want to grab the controller and play the game myself, but I can't. But yeah, I did watch that stream. And it was after I had done my own stream where I had already done Vake as a carry. So it was pretty amusing that it worked out that way. You did many lunatic runs. Right now you've got a more optimized run. Surround an ally with teammates to reduce the enemy crit rate to 0. Oh yeah, I talked about that in my very first how to start video. Alright, so as far as I can tell, I don't have any way to drain that mechanism. So I don't know what to do about that. I hate when you're running around and you keep picking up items that you don't want. That's the one thing I would change about this game if I could. Actually, no, I'd make it a way less cryptic. You think Hayapao had the same problem where he was glad that Vake was being used, but he didn't want to backseat? No, he's pretty good at not backseating. It was actually funny because I remember I was like talking to him a lot when I was streaming, and he said that he didn't want to feel like he was taking over the stream, but I was like, it doesn't bother me at all. Like I enjoy having people to talk to about stuff. I mean, there's probably a limit on just like talking to one person for the entire stream and not like talking to other people. But if like nobody else is here and nobody's chatting, like I would rather chat with one person than chat with nobody. And like if I'm streaming something and like there's a person who's like an expert on that subject and they're here and they have input that they can offer. Oh, nice. Finally, we got access to another warp. Like if an expert shows up, like if somebody who knows everything about this game wants to like, and I don't know what I'm doing, like I'm completely lost and I need help, or they want to offer their input on something that they know a lot about, it's actually very valuable to get that input for me personally. I just realized what that other hint card was for. When you kneel in front of these gates, it does something different than when you press up. I hope we can get back to where we just were, though. Otherwise, I'm kind of screwed. Does this work? This does something different from what I think it does. Okay, this isn't doing what I'm thinking it's doing. This is doing something else. What does this do exactly? I think this shuffles us between... I think this is shuffling us between the rooms that we've already unlocked. Only these three, though. I'm extremely worried that we just screwed ourselves. No. This is where we were. This is where we were. Okay, so if we go through this door, it's going to take us to a new place. Yeah, it teleports you. If you kneel down, it teleports you to a different door within the same castle. If you press up, you go through the portal, and it takes you to a different castle. The problem is we've already been here in this castle, so I don't know why. Like, what's the significance of being able to warp here? I guess the better question is, where should we be going next? That's the part I can't figure out. Where should we be going next? Like, what items have we gotten that are going to allow us to get to places that we haven't already been? It doesn't seem like I've picked up any new items. Yeah, there's more there's actually 2 castles. So there is a Castle A, the blue castle, and then there's Castle B, which is the green castle. And then there's the overlapped castle, which is the sections where the 2 like overlap the same space. That's why the game thinks that we've explored 142% of the castle, because there's actually 2 castles. So we've explored about half of each castle, a little bit more than half of each castle, and you add those together. It's actually really cool. It's like a cross-dimensional thing. Like there's like 2 alternate dimensions, and we're exploring the space where they intersect with each other. Does this game feel like a Zelda game? I could kind of see that. Yeah, I kind of see what you mean. Like, excuse me, in terms of like progression. Okay, let's explore where we are right now and see if there's any value towards going this way. It seems like the answer is no. I don't think I'm unlocking anything new that I haven't seen before. The only thing I'm curious about is all that green space down and to the left of where I am right now. So maybe it's worth going down there and checking, because I think that green space shows areas that we've only explored in Castle A, but we have not explored yet in Castle B. And if that's the case, there could be things over there, like in the alternate dimension. Yeah, exactly. Like when you get new abilities, you can access areas that you've seen before, but that were blocked off earlier. Yeah, it's very Zelda-like. It's very Metroid-like. I mean, it's a Castlevania game, so like, you know, that's half of the Metroidvania formula right there. Okay, so maybe there's something over here that we haven't seen before. This is still green. It's not turning blue. So this is leading me to believe that... What does that mean? What does that mean exactly? Why would only... This might actually just be like a glitch or something, or an oversight. It's very strange to me that just this one room right here would be blue, but the rest is green. So let me see what this looks like in Castle A. Oh, it's because I've only explored... Okay, I see what happened. It's because I've only explored this one room in Castle A. So, blue is actually the areas that I've explored in both. Green are the areas that I've only explored in this castle. I got it, I understand. So what we actually want to do is we actually want to go back to Castle A if we want to explore these sections. Because we've already explored mostly everything in Castle B. I don't see any dead ends in Castle B. So maybe we go back to Castle A and start exploring there again. Maybe this warp isn't meant to take us to a new place. Maybe this is just like a staging point to go back and start exploring other areas. I am feeling much less confident about my ability to beat this game today. I thought we were going to beat the game in like less than 3 hours. Right now it's feeling this is going to take another 5 hours, and I don't think I have it in me to do a 5-hour stream today. We'll see. The thing is, I could be like, you know, like 2 bosses away from the end and I wouldn't know it because I haven't looked up any guides or anything yet. So I could be way closer to the end than I think I am. Okay, we're going to go back in here. We're going to go back to Castle A. Then when I'm in Castle A, I think I might warp. We got a couple of options for where to explore in Castle A. So we can either go... basically like left of where we are and start exploring back into the center, because there's some stuff in the center that we haven't fully uncovered yet. Or we can warp up to the top of the castle and just start exploring from the top and like work our way down. But it seems like there's actually not a lot of dead ends over there. I'm just not sure where the game wants me to go. Let's go back down to the nearest save room. I feel like we got past a couple of good bosses, a couple of optional bosses, but I haven't found like which direction to go to make actual progression. Like so far, it feels like I've mostly been fighting optional bosses. Have you played Tactics Ogre Knight of the Lotus? A long time ago I played it. I want to play it again at some point. I think there's a remake now. The interesting predicament of playing classic games, having no idea where to go or what to be doing. Yeah, well, the tricky part is, like, do I want to use a guide or not? That's the thing. Like, if I used the guide, I could probably find the way forward. I'm being stubborn. I'm trying to beat the game without using a guide. When really, I probably at this point, like, we've been lost for long enough. We probably should have looked up a guide at some point. This spell is powerful, but it takes a lot of MP. Oh, here we go. We haven't actually explored over here yet. And this is what the map overlap was telling me. See this right here? Yeah, see? So these sections, when I walk through them, they change from green to blue. This shows that we've explored both castles. Right now, the cave is flooded. So I'm guessing what the game wants me to do is find the mechanism to unflood the cave. Am I taking damage? Oh my god, I'm taking damage. Do you always take damage underwater, or am I just... Yes, you do. Okay. Learn something new. The hard way. We have to drain this water before we can explore this area. Let's go back and save. One thing I wish this game had, one feature that would be really cool, is that if you don't have enough mana, you would just use the regular cross. I think that would be really nice instead of having to go into the menu and switch your spellbook on and off. Or, I know the game allows you to switch your spellbooks with a press of a button. It'd be nice if you could turn it off with a press of a button, because you can't. The only way to turn it off is to go into the menu. Ooh, she just redirect. That was like a Dark Souls 2 moment. Where like an enemy will be facing one way and then they just instantly turn around and lock onto you. Knight of Lotus has multiple endings. I don't think I've ever even beaten it to begin with, so if I played it, I would just want to beat it for the first time. There's a lot of games that I played and just haven't beaten. Okay, so here's the tricky part. We know that we have to get down into that watery area, and I think I know where the mechanism is to drain it, to drain the water. The problem is I haven't found anything that's going to allow me to activate the mechanism to drain the water. That's the issue now. I don't know how to drain the water. Drumstick is not really what we need. What we need is something to activate the water draining mechanism, or a path to a new area that we haven't been to. Is it Death Water? Yeah, something like that. Hey Joseph, how's the stream going? Something other than Fire Emblem? Yeah. I realized that, so my original idea was to stream Fire Emblem every Saturday, and then do like bonus streams during the week and like play other games that I want to keep playing. The problem is I just don't really have the time or the energy to do bonus streams during the week, and I was just getting further and further behind. I wasn't like playing any of the games that I wanted to play other than Fire Emblem, so I just decided, you know what, I'm just going to play whatever game I want on Saturday instead of feeling like I have to stream Fire Emblem. So this is kind of the first week of testing that out. Gianni asks if I'm a Souls enjoyer. Yeah, I love Dark Souls. Demon Souls was my favorite game for a very long time. When Demon Souls came out, I played it, and I just, like, I loved it so much. It just, like, it fundamentally changed, like, my opinion of video games. I would actually say at that point in time, I hadn't really been into gaming for a while. I had, like, I've been playing games pretty much all my life, but I had kind of, like, not really been as much into games for several years. And then I played Demon Souls, and it just, like, got me back into gaming because of how much I enjoyed it. And I've played pretty much every Souls game and enjoyed pretty much every Souls game. At this point, Bloodborne is by far my favorite, though. I feel like it does a lot of stuff that I really enjoy that no other Souls games do. People have asked me before, so I'll just say it preemptively, just in case anyone's curious. I think Elden Ring is pretty good, but I don't love it. I don't really like open world games, unfortunately. They're just not like my thing. I don't like exploring big empty spaces. I don't like having to walk around to get to the next objective. I love how in Demon Souls, how you can just like warp like directly into the levels. Like you can just warp right into Boletaria, you can just warp right into the Stonefang Tunnel, you can just warp right into Tower of Latria. You don't have to walk around and like find new dungeons. And also, in open world games especially, there's a tendency to have like a lot of filler dungeons, and this is a problem that Elden Ring has as well. There's just like a lot of filler dungeons that have no real purpose. And even though the game is open world and you can technically do things in any order, one of the problems that it has is that if you want a specific weapon or if you want a specific like item, you basically have to go to a specific place to get it. And you're not going to know like where that is unless you've already played the game before. So it causes like a weird issue where there's... I don't know how to explain it. I'm in Castellet right now, yes. Theoretically, if I go down and to the left, I could go over there, but I don't think I need to. I think I need to backtrack. I think I need to go back towards the center. There's got to be stuff in the center that I missed on my way down. I'm going to go back to the elevator. Yeah, this is the furniture room. It's basically pointless. It's just for showing off your collectibles, which, by the way, we've collected a lot of collectibles. That furniture room was absolutely full. I'll stop by it again and check it out on the way by if it's over here. Where is it again? No, unfortunately, it's not on the way by. I'm actually going straight up here. The game is better to replay it or play it with a guide. Yeah, that's kind of the problem with the open world games. It's like the idea is that, like, let's say you wanted to play like a fire mage. If you're playing an open world game, what you could do is you could like go get all the fire spells right away, and that's a really cool idea. That is one really cool concept of making things open world. The problem is a lot of open world games make this mistake, and in my opinion, Elden Ring makes this mistake. Where, for example, if you want a specific fire spell for your build, you have no idea where to get it. And the bigger the world is, the bigger this problem is, because if the fire book is in, like, let's say, how do I explain this? Let's say there's 10 dungeons and they're all linear, or they're all like pretty close to each other. If the fire book is in one of those dungeons, you could probably find it like relatively quickly. If the game has 50 dungeons and it takes 10 minutes to walk between each dungeon, and the fire book is in just one of those dungeons, like, can you imagine how long it takes to just find that fire book if you're playing the game blindly? Like, if you want to play a fire mage, like, the game's just not going to let you do it, because you're never going to find that fire book, like, anytime soon. Unless you get extremely lucky and you just happen to find the one item that you want, like, it's like right away at the start of the game. Otherwise, you have to use a guide to go look it up. And even if you played the game before, you're still not going to remember where everything is, so you still have to use a guide to look everything up. It goes against the point of what it's supposed to do. Like, open world is supposed to encourage exploration, but realistically, the problem is it actually discourages exploration because it makes the player want to just look everything up using a guide. And at the end of the day, it's just my personal preference, but having to walk around or ride a horse around to get where I'm going is just not that fun. I would rather just be able to warp there immediately using the Archstones in Demon Souls. Or if you're not going to be able to warp into the specific dungeons, then the game should be a little bit more linear, like with Bloodborne, Demon Souls, and Dark Souls 2. Those games are a little bit less open, they're a little bit more linear, which is actually kind of plays to their strengths. Okay, is anyone seeing any dead ends that we haven't explored yet? I know this section over here is closed off. You jerk. Yeah, this section's closed off. We can't get through here. Dependence on looking things up really sucks. It's hard to get useful things when you're able to get them and they're still useful. Oh yeah, that's actually this isn't specific to open worlds, and this isn't. I don't think that I wouldn't say that. I'm not familiar enough with Elden Ring, I would say, to say that this is a problem with Elden Ring, but it is a really cool like discussion in terms of game development. One thing about development that's very interesting is a lot of games have this issue where they give players access to convenience features way too late, like way past the point where it's useful. Do I want to call out a specific example, or do I just want to leave it vague? Because I have one in mind, but I don't know if I want to. Like I said, I don't really like criticizing other people's games like unprompted when they didn't ask for it. Let's say I won't call out this specific game, but I will talk about what I'm thinking about. Let's say a game has an ability to. Let's say the game gives you the ability to deal like 10 times as much damage to enemies. No, this is not really a good example. Let's say a game gives you an ability to walk faster, and you can't get this ability until you're like 50 hours into the game. The problem is, it makes the player spend the first 50 hours of the game walking around slowly for like basically no reason. And then by the time you get the ability to walk faster, like you already have the ability to teleport everywhere that you want to go. Or you already have a horse that you can ride around, so being able to walk faster doesn't really do anything for you, because you're not walking anymore. You're not walking anywhere at this point in time anyway. I feel like I don't think I explained that in a good way, but that's my idea. Do I have a Switch? Are there any Switch games that I played? Am I calling out a specific game? I have a specific game in mind, but I don't want to say what it is. I do have a Switch. Yeah, I play it from time to time. I don't actually play it that much anymore. I don't have a good way to record footage from my Switch, which means that I can't really stream any games that I play on the Switch, which makes me less excited to play Switch games right now. Okay, I have no idea where to go. This castle looks like everything leads to a dead end. Castle B. Everything leads to a dead end except for the locked doors. I have one idea that might work for Castle B. I'm gonna try it. Where are we right now? Okay, from here, there's actually not any warp points close by. Oops. I just hit my filter. Hold on a second. Pokemon does that in older games. Yeah, that's a pretty good example. I feel a little bit more comfortable like criticizing like big budget like Nintendo games. I don't want to criticize like other like smaller indie developers is the thing. Have I played Triangle Strategy? Not yet. It's on my radar. Bottom section around the skeleton cave area had a down path. In Castle A or Castle B? I think I see what you're talking about. It's at the bottom of the map here. I'm pretty sure that was a door that we couldn't go through. Do I want to walk all the way down there to confirm that? Let me go up to the warp point that I was just going to unlock anyway, because then I can just use that to warp down Castle A. Yeah, where we are, okay. So what I'll do is I'll warp down there. I'll check that floor space. I think that's a space that we can't go through, but I could be wrong. You beat Triangle Strategy 5 times now? Yeah, I haven't even played it yet. I feel like a lot of my Switch games are on hold right now because I can't stream any Switch games anyway. And right now, lately, I'm mostly playing games on stream. Although I've kind of gotten back into the mindset of just like, you know what, I want to play games in my free time, and I don't have to worry about always like doing. I don't have to make everything that I do about content. Like I don't have to single game that I play. I don't have to like make a YouTube video about it. I can just play games in my free time just to have fun and relax. Like I have to get back into that mindset. Definitely want to use Anti-Venom here. Anti-Venoms are really valuable because you take so much poison damage in this game. It's ridiculous. Like, the amount of damage you take from being poisoned if you let it wear off naturally, which I don't even know if it does wear off naturally, but even if it does, like, you would have to use multiple potions to cure it, as opposed to an Anti-Venom, which one Anti-Venom just completely cures the poison, and they're actually way cheaper than potions, too. Yeah, I know it's a drop path, but some of these drop paths have, like, stone, like, doors that block them. Okay, so we're gonna teleport to the bottom, hopefully. Take me down there. Yes. Okay, so I can go over there and check that door. I'm pretty sure we checked it on the way by, but I will go check it again. Ryan Lewis says, if I don't have to stream everything that I play, but if I want to, there are people who will watch. I will say the streams get significantly less views when I just play like random games that I want to play. I have been playing Final Fantasy 1. I was considering streaming it, but I decided to just play it off stream. Okay, so we're gonna go left, down, and then left. And then I'm pretty sure it's gonna lead to like a stone area that's blocked off. I'll show you what I mean. These witches are dangerous. Yeah, okay, yeah, so the problem here is that I can't go through here because I constantly take damage when I'm in the water. So if I go down there, I will die pretty much instantly. Although I did just save my game, so let's go down there and see what's down there, I guess. Yeah, so I move very slow and I take damage constantly. I don't think this is the play. I think we have to drain the water. We can get... Yeah, like this is not worth it. A bunch of people are playing Final Fantasy 12 right now. Oh, really? That's very interesting. I wonder if I should play it too. I have the Zodiac Brave story on my PlayStation, which I can use my PlayStation for streaming very efficiently. The PlayStation is really good for streaming. The only problem with the PlayStation is it's less good for like setting up things like thumbnails and stream chats and things like that. Because when I start streaming from it, it just like streams like automatically on its own. Like it doesn't work with Streamlabs for some reason. I would have to get a capture card, specific capture card for that, which I don't really want to do. Alright, so that didn't work. Weird to have this guy who can fight monsters just die to simple water bowl. Granted, he doesn't have gills. I can actually see the logic behind taking damage constantly when you're in the water. The idea is that it's like him, like it's supposed to signify how long he can hold his breath underwater, is the idea. What was the blockage in the lower left? I have no idea. Okay, I think we only cycle between these three. If I'm understanding it correctly, yes, that's true. Okay. So what I want to do is... I want to go here. And then I want to go to the middle gate. I think I can use this to teleport over to the B side of the castle that I haven't been to before. I think I can utilize these warps to my advantage. I have an idea. Let me go explore this top right corner. We didn't check up here yet. There might be nothing up here, but I want to check. Oh, there is something up there, but I can't reach it. Is that the Eye of Dracula? We need the super jump. Alright, let's get back to what we were doing. Boy. It's nice to only be taking 1 damage from enemies again. And not constantly taking, like, half my health from each hit. Yeah, I want to play some Souls games on stream again, too. It's been a little while. I actually have a Bloodborne challenge run that I was in the middle of that I kind of got burned out on. I should probably go back and finish that just so that I don't have an incomplete challenge run on my channel. I'm still going to be streaming Fire Emblem more than anything else, though, in the meantime. One, because I'm just really into it right now. I'm not, like, I wouldn't do something, like, just for views. Like, I'm actually genuinely, like, really into Fire Emblem right now. I'm enjoying the videos. I'm enjoying the runs that I'm doing. I'm enjoying the videos that I'm making a lot. But then number two, the other reason, of course, is that they are generating a lot of views, which is kind of worth doing. Like, you kind of have to strike while the iron's hot. As a content creator, it's just the nature of the game. Yeah, using HP as oxygen, it's a Mario 64 moment. I wasn't sure if people would be interested in watching Final Fantasy 1 or not, but I kind of just decided that I just wanted to play it on my own anyway. Part of the reason is because I like to listen to music and like not have to like constantly have my microphone on, for example, like to be able to just play a game without needing to have my microphone on, without needing to, and also being able to listen to whatever music I want to, because unfortunately, like if I could stream while listening to any music that I wanted to, I would actually stream a lot more, because I listen to a ton of music every day, like all day long. Like, I listen to so much music, it's absolutely insane. Like, it would blow your mind if you knew how much music I normally listen to. The problem is, because of stupid copyright laws, I can't really stream while listening to music like I want to. So if they got rid of copyright and I could just listen to whatever music I wanted to while streaming, I would probably stream twice as much, maybe 3 times as much. Part of the reason why I don't stream sometimes is just because I want to listen to music and I can't stream and listen to music at the same time. Like, that's how much I listen to music. Let me use another anti-venom while I'm here. Okay, this is my last idea, and if this doesn't work, I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do. Are there any good music that's not copyrighted? I'm sure there is good music that's not copyrighted. Oh, okay, these doors don't work for what I want to do. Okay, I see. So this isn't gonna work. This is not gonna let me switch over to the B castle, because you can't use the kneel function here. Darn. I don't know. Does anyone have any ideas? I'm starting to feel lost. Twitch. I actually have a Twitch account, but I haven't streamed there I streamed there a couple times. When I did, like, nobody showed up. And I kind of got into the mentality that I'd rather have all of my stuff just be on one channel. Like, I like the fact that all of my streams are archived on the same channel as my videos, because anybody who wants to watch my YouTube videos, like, they can find my streams right away. They can watch them all right on the same channel. I don't have to send them over to Twitch. And then, likewise, I don't have to send my Twitch viewers over to YouTube. So everything is just all in the same place. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I don't know. It's just my personal preference. You have looked up the solution, but you can't explain it to me, even if I understood what you looked up. Oh god, is it that complicated? There is one top right where you can teleport between castles. Yeah, I'm thinking of going back up there. The problem is it's going to be very hard to get back up there now because we're nowhere near that area. We can use this warp. Okay, I see there's a warp nearby that we can use. Yeah, if anybody knows the solution and if anybody knows where I'm supposed to be going and they can explain it in a way that's like easy to understand, I would greatly appreciate it. Otherwise, I'm starting to feel like we're gonna have to postpone this like one more, or we're gonna have to finish this. We're gonna have to do like one more stream to finish this game, because I just don't have it in me to do a 5-hour stream today. Send the link in chat. Yeah, that could help too. If you just send the link here. If it lets you. For some reason, sometimes YouTube just doesn't let people send links. That's not a setting that I turned on. It's just something that YouTube does. It just like deletes your message instantly. I need to get a key from Castle A. That's at least somewhat useful to know, because at least now I know which castle I need to explore. I had a feeling I was supposed to be exploring Castle A. I just haven't like found what I'm looking for yet. And then I probably bring that key to the area that drains the water. Is that the plan? Because if that's what I need to do, then I think I'm on the right track. I just can't find the key that I'm looking for. That's kind of what I was trying to do. I just can't find it. Alright, let's go back up here. So we're going to go here. We're going to switch over to Castle A. That is what I need to do. Okay. Let's try to do that. You can tell, honestly, you can tell me where the key is. I'm totally fine getting backseated at this point. In fact, in general, I don't really mind backseating that much. I do want to explore this area. This is my first instinct, is to explore this area. Just because we haven't been back here in a while, and I know there's a dead end over here. And then, if this isn't it, I can very quickly just go back to where I need to go. You don't know how to get there or where the key goes? Okay. No worries. We'll either find it or we won't. Let's save while we're here. Yeah, so there's a key somewhere in Castle A that we haven't found yet. Once we get that, we can drain the water. Although I kind of forget where the water draining place was. This is a dead end. Or no, it's not. Hold on. No, this is where we want to go. We want to go right and then down. Oh, my movement is really slick right now. Super optimized movement. Okay, so there should be something over here that was blocked off at some point, which we can maybe open up now. No, it's just a straight up dead end. Ugh, gross. Why would they put this here? That's so misleading. Like on the map, that would easily trick you into walking all the way back across the map. All I see are dead ends, other than that one area that leads down to the water. And then that section in the bottom left that I think that section over in the bottom left is where... Yeah, I know where Skeleton Cave is. It's at the bottom. So maybe... Do we have to go back and explore that section at the bottom left that I thought we explored, but I guess maybe we didn't? The good thing is, now that I know how to use these warp gates effectively, it's definitely making the navigation a little bit easier. Keep in mind, like, don't forget, like, during the entire previous stream, I was walking back and forth across the entire castle. I was only using the warps to get between Castle A and Castle B. Now that I know you can use them to, like, traverse the space within the same castle, it definitely cuts down on the walking time a lot. Although I'm still not a huge fan of the walking time. You guys know, based on what I was saying earlier, how much I don't like the walking time. It's found at the end of the Skeleton Cave. Alright, we're gonna go down there. We're gonna explore the Skeleton Cave. I guess there was something I missed over there. And it's worth checking. If we can get this key. And thank you very much, by the way, Ryan. That helps a lot. It just saves me the time that I would have spent looking up the guide. Having someone else do it for me, so that's greatly appreciated. Alright, let's check this section, or this area to the bottom right. I think this is a dead end, but I want to go check it anyway, just in case. Especially because the save point is the other way. So we might as well check to the right first, and then if this is not the right way, then we'll go back and get the save point on the way back. Before going to the left side of the Skeleton Cave. So we're in Skeleton Cave right now. I feel like we went here already and it led to a dead end. Yeah, this was a boss, and then after we fought the boss, there was sections up here that we couldn't reach because we still don't have the super jump. So we need to get the super jump and then come back here at some point. You're just save scumming Path of Radiance bonus experience levels. Oh, I want to see, Path of Radiance is another game that I want to play on stream sometime soon. I talked about it in my my Fire Emblem tier list video. How well, in fact, it's kind of relevant to the discussion we were having earlier. You remember I talked about how I went through a period where I wasn't really into gaming that much until I played Demon Souls, and that got me back into gaming. So I played Path of Ruin during the point in time where I wasn't really into gaming very much, and so I didn't really get super into the game. But now that I'm back into, especially now that I'm really into Fire Emblem again, it's making me want to go back and play Path of Radiance. It should be easy to stream with Dolphin. Yeah, oh yeah, it should be easy to stream. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. I have a backlog of like 6 games that I want to stream. At this point, there's literally like 6 games that I would like to stream, but because I'm only streaming once a week, it's pretty tough. It's pretty tough. That's part of the reason why I decided I was just going to stream this on Saturday, even knowing that I'm going to get less views. It's just like if I don't do it now, it's just never going to happen. I'm just going to be continually streaming Lunatic Plus for the next 4 months and nothing else. Alright, so we're in Skeleton Cave now. The only part of Skeleton Cave that we haven't explored fully is like left and down from here. So I'm just going to keep going left and keep going down until we find a key. And if we hit another dead end, I might just call the stream and just spend a little bit of time looking up a walkthrough or something before the next time I play. Because I have to imagine it's not that fun to watch me like wandering around blindly, having no idea where I'm going. Maybe it's fun, but if I was a viewer, I wouldn't want to watch this, so I'm not going to subject other people to watching it. Super Jump is in the B Castle. What are my thoughts on Boyd? I have no thoughts at all on Boyd. I have minimal experience with Path of Radiance, so I don't have any opinions on any of the units from that game, really. I barely even remember, like, who is who. Yeah, at least I'm gaining levels, so this is kind of like a indirectly grinding. But there's a reason people usually grind off stream. Maybe it's just like imposter syndrome or whatever, but I feel like I'm not really that entertaining as a streamer either. So like for me, like if I'm doing something that's like worth showing off, like I'm okay with streaming it. But if I'm just like if I'm just grinding or if I'm just like chatting on stream, I feel like I'm like most people will just get bored of my stream pretty quickly. Yeah. Die, monster. You don't belong in this world. Ooh, I almost got the jump kick tech there. Let me try it on this one. Nope, didn't get it. Did not get it at all. I think I can't jump kick in these narrow corridors, because I was bumping my head on the ceiling there. Alright, so we're back in Skeleton Cave. So it wants us... I guess we want to go left here? Is this a puzzle? Oh my god, I just realized this is a puzzle. I think we can get through here. I thought that we couldn't get through here. I think that we can. This is a puzzle, guys. I thought this was a dead end. This was a puzzle. Look at this. This is a puzzle. We could have saved ourselves 20 minutes of wandering around the castle if I realized this earlier. Very nice. Yeah, and then you go like this, and then we can jump up here. I bet the key is down here too. I'm very glad that you told me that the key was in Skeleton Cave, because I probably never would have come back here, because I 100% thought this was a dead end. So we're actually getting some puzzle gaming mechanics in here. That's pretty cool. Alright, before I do anything with these boxes, I'm going to look around and see what we're doing. Now, if this just ends up being like health potions, then we might be in a bad space. I think I see what to do. So we want to put this box over here, on top of the other box. Then we want to push them... We cannot push them both. Okay, so that's not what we want to do. Reset the room. Go like this. Now I'm a little bit worried, but I think we'll be okay. If I just go like this, maybe. If this doesn't work, I'll have to reset the room again. I think I have to reset the room again. Is that a soft lock to the right? Look, if I jump over here to the right, will I be able to get back up? That might be a soft lock. Okay, so that wasn't it either. I think I have to offset them slightly. So I would do it this way. And then hopefully I'm not about to soft lock myself. So go like this. Now I think I can push this box down. Oh god. Yeah, just like this. Now we should be able to use this to get up. I'm so terrified we're about to do all this and then just find like a health potion and then still have no idea where the key is. Also, I was worried I was not going to be able to make that jump. Okay. Okay, there's more stuff to explore. This was a rough section. This game does not hold your hand at all. Ooh, what is this? Okay, I feel really good right now. I feel like we're exploring a new section that we haven't been to before. And we're going to find a key anytime soon. Look at this. There's a whole new area that we just opened up. Progress, baby. I want the knife. I want the cross. Oh, I recognize this space. I think I've been here before in Castle B. Yeah, we have. We've been here in... Look, we've been here in Castle B. We're just exploring here in Castle A for the first time. So the way this works is that the green sections of the map turn blue when I explore them in the A castle for the first time. This has to do with like the overlapping space. I really like this concept of having like the overlapping dimensions. I just saw something and I thought I was about to make a big brain play, and then I did not make a big brain play. Let me look at this again. The eyes of a goddess statue point to a secret passage. I feel like it's not pointing to a secret passage though, it's just pointing to a dead end. I seriously thought there was going to be a secret passage over there, but there was not actually nothing. A lot of skeletons, by the way. I mean, we can try the other wall. Maybe they're talking about the other wall, but it seems like her eyes are pointing to the right, and there was no secret passage over there. It could also be referring to a different goddess statue. This is probably not the only one in the game. I'm so sad that I did not make a big brain play there. That would have been so epic. Ooh, save. Love to save the game. I want to play Dark Souls 2 on stream as well. You know what's really crazy? I actually had an idea for a stream that was going to be called something like I'm the only person streaming Dark Souls 2 in the year 2025. And not long after I came up with that idea, Saint Riot, who's like a pretty big Souls streamer, actually made like almost the exact same stream title that I came up with. So it seems like we came up with the same idea, but he streams Souls games like every day of the week for like hours. Multiple times a week for like hours, whereas I stream Dark Souls like once every few months. So the odds of him doing it first were much higher. It's just funny that I actually came up with like the same exact idea for the title of the video. We can definitely use our mana here. This feels like a boss where the Firebook would be really strong, and that is indeed the case. This is Legion, by the way. Nice. Oh, we're actually dealing damage now. Oh, we got cursed. And we took a lot of damage. Okay, hold on. We cannot get that close to him. I vastly overestimated how close I could get to him safely. Okay, so the difference between this Legion and the previous versions is that it seems like you can't just destroy the body parts. So if you hit these, you take counter damage. What we need to do is find a way to get him to open up the center, and then deal damage to the center safely without taking counter damage. This is making me feel very familiar to my Lunatic Plus style play. Can I just leave? No. So what we have to do is we have to get him to open up and then attack the centerpiece. But like being very cautious about our attacks so that we don't take counter damage is very much like a Lunatic Plus moment. Oh god, that did not go well. And I can't dash or slide. I don't need to use like an anti-curse, honestly. But I do want to heal back up just for safety. I can still use magic, that's good. I already used up all my mana though. Alright, let's use our mana let's let our mana regen. I don't know which part of him I need to hit to get him to open up the center. Maybe it's just like total damage. Again. I'm trying to use my charge attack on him. Like that. How did that happen? Okay, what? He's definitely walling me. We have items to cure the curse effect, but we don't need to use them because it just wears off on its own after a few seconds. This is probably like the weakest I've ever seen the curse effect be in any Castlevania game. It wears off in literally just like a few seconds. Watch out, watch out. Okay, I think I sort of understand what I'm doing. I think when I hit him, it pushes him to the side. See that? Yes, okay, so once you push him over far enough, then the centerpiece starts to open up. So we have to push him into the wall. We have to bounce him into the wall. God, it's just really hard to do it without taking counter damage. So you have to keep attacking him on one side. And when you attack him, these jet streams come out, and the jet streams cause him to push to the right side. When he gets pushed to the side... That didn't work. The centerpiece just closed back up before I could deal damage to him. Okay, no, there it goes. It's opening back up now. Can I deal damage? Doesn't feel like it. I'm a little worried too because I'm almost out of hearts already. Let's turn our spellbook back on. Problem is we're going to burn through our mana really fast. There we go. Oh, did not stay open for long. Ooh, I feel like I found a safe spot. At least as of right now, I'm not taking any damage, so I'm just going to keep whipping in this spot. Ooh, I found a nice spot. I think you just have to keep whipping him to keep his armor open. Mashing. At least I'm mashing with my good hand. For some reason, the blue jet streams aren't damaging me. Maybe you only get damaged if his body touches you. Nice. Okay, we got him. Just had to do some good right hand mashing, which is fine. My right hand is my good hand. My left hand has like some problems. Ooh, nice orb. Orb moment. My left hand has some nerve damage. Okay, we got the Cypher's Charm. I hope this does something important. Should be under relics, I hope. No. Would it be under goods, maybe? Cypher's Charm. Speeds up the rate at which MP is restored. I mean, that's great. That's actually really good. But it's not what I was hoping to find. Then again, this is a side path. We can still go up. Yeah, okay, so there's still areas that we can explore here. MP regen is really good. I'm not going to complain about that at all. Especially because I like spamming spells more than I like using hearts. Just the main limiting factor is the MP, which now we have infinite. I'm probably going to hate how super jump works. What happened to my left hand? I injured it while I was working. And thankfully, the damage was not that bad. It was like very, very minor nerve damage. And that was also years ago, so I've kind of adjusted to it at this point. Like I can use my hand normally. If the best way I can describe like what happens, like the way it works or how it affects me, is that if I clench my right hand and my left hand both into a fist, which I'm doing right now, my right hand feels normal, which is what any normal person feels. Like if you clench your hand into a fist, you don't feel anything. My left hand, if I clench it into a fist, my whole like left arm becomes tingly, and like the palm of my hand and like my fingers and my wrist and like pretty much my left forearm all just become like really tingly and they feel really numb. And if I hold that position for a little while, my arm starts to hurt really bad, which is what happened because I was just holding my hand that way for a while. And lately, for some reason, I've just kind of I've been getting numbness in my left hand and my left arm like way more than usual, which is kind of a concern of mine. Which is why I've been trying to use my hands as little as possible. I've been trying to use especially typing. I've been trying to do less typing because I spend so much time typing usually. So I'm trying to type less, which is part of the reason also why I've slowed down the releases of my videos the last few weeks. The video that I put out yesterday, I would say Spin did like 70 or 80% of the editing. And then the week before that, I actually just took the week off. I didn't even release a video at all. I am going to put out a video next week. Ooh, this is a really cool mechanic. I understand exactly what's happening right here. This enemy is mirroring my movements. What I need to do is actually use him to open this door. That's so cool. And we got a hint card for that. They say there is a book with the power to summon monsters. That would be a cool spell book. We got a rare ring. Wonder what the rare ring does. Increases the appearance rate of items. That I don't think I need. I don't think there's any items that are worth farming in this game unless I'm wrong. All of the important items that you get in this game are just like key items. I don't know if these mimics interact with the treasure chests at all, or if these treasure chests are just cosmetic. Have I seen a doctor? Yeah, when it happened. I had to see a doctor when it happened. My arm was really badly injured. I don't know how detailed I want to be because usually my streams are pretty like PG, like not even PG-13, just like regular PG. It was pretty gory, I will say. Yeah, my arm was really badly injured. But it was a long time ago. I've been thinking about going to see a doctor about the fact that I've been feeling like more numbness recently, but I think it's just a coincidence. I don't think the numbness is actually being caused by my nerve damage. I think it's just being caused by me using a keyboard all the time and writing and coding and playing video games and doing video editing, which also requires me to use like my mouse and keyboard. All right, I sense that we're in like puzzle mode. So let's think about how we're gonna get across here. So what we need is a box that's gonna allow us to jump up here. When we push these boxes down, they are going to immediately fall down this shaft, which is what we do not want. So the first thing I think I need to do is grab this box over here and use this to block. Yes. So that when I push the other box down, it's not going to fall. You're gonna stop asking. Oh, you don't worry about that. I'm not upset about you asking or anything. But sometimes people have sometimes I have a hard time controlling my tone of voice, and like the only thing that I'm worried about here is that when I push this down, yeah, that's gonna happen. So now I'm soft locked. Okay, so I feel like I figured it out like 70% of the way, but then I just messed up like the rest. Let's try this again. Maybe a physiotherapist or a kinesiologist can help. Maybe. I think honestly there's just no one doing it. Like usually nerve damage is like permanent. Let me leave this one here. I think what I have to do is create a small space between the boxes. So we're gonna go like this. That didn't work, there's no space. Hold on. Did I push it too far over, or is that the default space? Because my current plan might not be working. I might be pushing the boxes in the wrong order. But yeah, sometimes like the tone of my voice isn't really like, I'm not saying like what I want to say, or I'm not saying things the way that I want to say them. So people will think that I'm annoyed when I'm not actually annoyed. Or people will think like I'm mad at them, but I'm not actually mad at them. So in that case, I just want to make it clear that I'm not even remotely angry that you're asking about it. Okay. This is going to give us a slight amount of space to work with. Now I need to... I don't think this is helping either. Oh, I see what I need to do. I just saw the solution. I hope. Why not push them right after another without pushing? Just triple stack? It seems like when the boxes are next to each other, you can't push them. So we have to set it up in a way so that we create like a gap between the boxes. Okay, so my next plan is to do it this way. Push this one down. And then I think this might work. This is going to allow me to push. Yeah, so this stops it. Excuse me, this stops it from falling down the shaft. Then we push this over slightly. This could be wrong, but this, I think, allows me to push it down here. Then this gives me enough space to stand so that I can push it. No, because hold on, then when I push it to the right, the other box is going to fall down. Okay, hold on. What if I push this box down here? I can't. It won't let me. I'm soft locked again. I'm not getting it, guys. I think I might have it, though. My tone is alright. Okay, cool. I spent, like, most of my adult life trying to figure out how to, like, not, like, make people angry at me when I'm just trying to, like, talk normally. Did I just mess up already? Yes, I did. Hold on a second. I think I don't need this box that I'm using on the top. I think I just need the boxes on the left. At least at the start. I think what I need to do is this. Because this box alone is enough to stop the other box from going down the shaft. So then we just push it like this. Here. And then here. Now... maybe... Hold on. If I push this down... If I push this down, it's essentially just going to be stuck on top of this box. And then if I push it to the right, it will be next to this box, which means I won't be able to use it anymore. Maybe if I have the... Yeah, maybe if I have the boxes all lined up, 3 in a row, maybe I could jump from here. Like, go like this, jump over and then over. Is there a way that I can accomplish that? Doesn't feel great. This is the best I can do. Yeah, and I can't jump through here. That's too narrow of a jump. This is a tough puzzle. Let me know if you see the solution. I don't see it yet. I think it has something to do with this box, though, going to the left, for sure. And then... I think I have an idea. How high does this stack? I don't think this stacks as high as it needs to. No, this is only 2 boxes high. If that was 3 blocks high, or if the gap was only 4 blocks high, we could do that, but I don't think that's going to work. Alright, so start pushing this to the left. I can push it from the left. Yeah, so I want to try this. Push this as far over as I can. This should give me still enough space to stand and push this one over. The problem is I can't actually push this one from the left because there's no space for me to stand. This is the best I can do. This might work. So if I go like this, and then I push this one down, this might give me enough of a running start to jump up top, but I don't think so. So I would go here, and then here. Yeah, that's not gonna work. In fact, I'm not even sure I can jump up there. Okay, I can't. If I can get a box over there, I can jump up. Gianni says they're not a native English speaker, so they're sorry if they make spelling mistakes. I haven't seen any spelling mistakes from you so far. You're good. Alright, we gotta solve this puzzle. It's the last thing I do. I'm gonna solve this stupid puzzle. You're saying I can push from under the platform. I'm not sure exactly what you mean by that. I can't push the boxes straight up. What I need to do is I need to set up a situation where this box is the last one that comes down, and I need it to be to the right side of a different box. And I think saying that out loud has caused me to come up with a solution. I think I figured it out. I think this is what Joseph was trying to tell me about pushing from the left. So I need to go here. No, this is causing the same problem. Once I push this down, the problem is if I push it to the right, it becomes immediately locked up with the other box. Like if I push this over the edge, it's going to be connected to the other box. I can maybe push this over. That's as far as I can push it though. And now I can't push this one anymore because now I'm soft locked again. Almost. Use the stairwell so the third box lands past the gap. Oh, create a stairwell so the third box lands past the gap so that I can push it to the left. I don't think pushing to the left helps us. Or I'm sure you mean pushing from the left. Keep the boxes on the 2 upper platforms extending out so the third box lands past the gap. Okay, I think I see. We'll get there. I feel like I'm doing it, but then I'm going too far. I think I see what you're saying. I think I see what you're saying now. Because if I do this, yes, okay, I see it. I got it. Thank you, Ryan. Yeah, because if I go like this, now when I push it to the right, it won't be locked up immediately beside another box. Problem is I didn't push them out far enough. Okay. But that's the solution. I just didn't push them far enough. We got it. That was a brain bender. That's the kind of puzzle I probably could have solved like 2 hours ago. But now that we're this far into the stream, I can't solve puzzles anymore. I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna push it further out. There we go. This is gonna make it. This is gonna create. Yes, this is gonna create a space on the left side, so that we can push it over, past where the gap is. Awesome. We got it. Perfect. Oh, you can definitely soft lock yourself here. Look, if I push this box down into the shaft, and then I push this one over to the right so that I can't drop down through here anymore, I will be soft locked. I don't know if I want to show it off, because if I do that, then I'm going to be soft locked, which I don't want to be. Especially after I just spent way too long solving that puzzle. Ooh, dragon. Time to see how fast our mana regenerates. Oh, this is the key. We got the floodgate key. Yes. Yes. Maybe you can't soft lock yourself because you'd be able to push the box all the way over to the right, and then you could still drop down like right here. Yeah, okay, you could always drop down through that small gap, so it's not a soft lock. I'm not going to test it out. So we got the skeleton key finally, and we got access to a new area as well. Boom. That was epic. Yeah, we're going up. Don't worry about it. I was just backtracking to check the soft lock, just because I was curious. It seems like our MP is regenerating faster. I don't know exactly how much faster, but it does seem faster. Time to save. There's a slight delay on the chat, by the way. So a lot of times, like when you guys offer me a suggestion, sometimes it's like I've actually already done what you guys said, which is pretty funny. Like sometimes I'll go left and then I'll go right, and then I'll look at the chat and then everybody's saying like go right, but I've already gone to the right, stuff like that. But it doesn't matter, because the more messages people send in chat, the more likely YouTube is to recommend the stream to other viewers. So I'm not gonna complain about it. I think this is the kind of door that we cannot open. Let me check. Here's another one of those dead ends I was talking about. Look, there's always this. There's like a bunch of weird dead ends. Unless these fountains mean something. If these fountains mean something, then maybe. What's up with these question marks too? Look, there's like a question. There's like a block with question marks, and there's a fountain. It feels like there should be something I can do in this room. I just don't know what it is. Is anyone else seeing this? This feels like it should be like a secret area, but it's not. Yeah, we're close to the entrance of the castle. We're not beating this game today, by the way. I'm telling you that right now. I'm getting pretty close to ending the stream, in fact. Oh, this is a dead end. These rooms will mean something later. Okay. Good to know. So we need to come back here with the super jump. We can't actually do anything from here. Yeah, those rooms feel like they're going to have some importance later. The way that they have, like, there's just like these empty rooms that all look similar. They have like these really unique statues in them that are going to make you remember where they are, or remember that they exist. And then I noticed there was like a block with a question mark in the corner. So we'll come back here after we open up the floodgate. Oh, I love how much damage our spells are doing. Yeah, I'm starting... Okay, wow, the MP is regenerating very fast now. Okay. This is the build. Cool. By the way, I wanted to talk about food today, so we're going to talk about food for a little bit before the stream ends. I try to... I mean, I definitely don't think that I have like a perfect diet or anything like that, but I do try to eat healthy, and one of the things that I've kind of gotten into in recent years is like trying to refine my diet more and more. And one of the interesting things that I started doing is I'll look up, because I used to eat like, you know, especially when my diet was not as good, I used to eat like frozen foods, I used to eat like instant foods. And one of the things I do now is I look up, I'll look up like an instant meal that I used to eat, and I'll check the ingredient list, and then I just buy those ingredients, and then I just make it myself. And what I found interesting is that when I cook the food myself, it's actually like way better than the instant meal version, which is kind of cool. Basically what you do is you just look at the ingredient list, and you look at all the things that you recognize and you know what they are, and you just go buy those ingredients. And then all the stuff that like you don't recognize and you don't know what it is, for the most part, those are just like additives and like preservatives and just like things that actually don't need to be in your food that are just unhealthy anyway. So you're just making like a healthier and better tasting version of the food that you enjoy. Which on that note, I bought I forget what do you call the type of noodles that are like really long and thin, like the really long thin flat noodles? There's like a bunch of different words for like every different type of pasta, and I don't know all of them. But I bought some noodles that are in that shape because they used to come in this package of like packaged it wasn't like packaged noodles necessarily. It was more of like a what's the best way to explain it? Sort of like a hamburger helper type thing, I guess, if you know what hamburger helper is. But it was like an instant meal that came with like long flat noodles, and it had like beef in there and vegetables, and then it was I can't remember what the type of spice it was now, but I looked it up basically. So I went and I bought beef, I bought like long flat noodles, I bought like the type of spice that goes into it, which I can't remember what it is now. And then I even just like bought like more vegetables, like the vegetables that I like. Like the instant meal version doesn't have broccoli in it, so I just went like I bought broccoli because that's my favorite food. So I'm gonna put broccoli in it, and it's basically it's just like the same exact thing that I've eaten before, but like with no additives, no preservatives, like and just like all fresh ingredients. And I guarantee you, it's gonna taste way better than whatever I would have eaten otherwise. Angel hair, fettuccine, tartaglia. Yeah, see what I mean? Like there's like 3 different words that, and like any of them could be it. I have no idea. Ryan says that my progress is marked as 80%, but I'm actually not done. I'm not 80% done with the game. That is very good to know. That makes me feel a lot better about ending the stream soon. Because like if we were close to the end, I would feel like stupid if I just like ended the stream and then came back, and then the next time I beat the game in like 10 minutes. But knowing that I'm not actually like that close to the end, and that we would probably need to stream for like 3 more hours to beat the game, I'm definitely not going to stream for 3 more hours today. There's something over here. Oh, this is something that I have to go. Yeah, I have to go to the bee castle to access this door. Okay. Where is the flood control? It's either fettuccine or linguine. I'm gonna look those up while we think about the map, and somebody can maybe remind me where exactly the flood control is. I don't think it's in this area we're exploring right now. I think it's back over to the bottom right area. Fettuccine. Fettuccine is not flat enough. No, those are more like, well, hold on a second. No, I think it is fettuccine. You're right. Yeah, it's fettuccine. So yeah, fettuccine noodles, fettuccine pasta. The weight and significance of things ahead of you is worth more than the stuff. Oh, I see what you're saying. So like I get it. You didn't phrase it perfectly, but you phrased it well enough for me to understand. What you're saying is that the last 20% of the game is not going to take as much time as like the first 20% of the game. So even though it says we're 80% done, we're like it's going to take longer to get through that last 20%. It completely makes sense. I've played other games that are, in fact, I'd say a lot of games are similar to that. Sort of like in Pokemon, like getting your first badge is like pretty quick, but after you like getting your 8th badge is usually going to take a little bit longer. I don't think this is the way. Yeah, let's go back up and to the left. Or, sorry, back up and to the right. Your Italian genes were right. I mostly come from Irish stock. In fact, my grandparents were Irish, or sorry, my grandmother was an Irish immigrant. My grandfather was a Swedish immigrant. But as far as I know, I think my dad was Irish. So I'm like more Irish than anything else. Probably why I love potatoes. It's my Irish DNA. I honestly would put potatoes in like every single meal if I could, but I've realized that they're not like super unhealthy, but they're definitely not like they're not eating too much potatoes is bad for you is the best way I can say it. Like, yeah, there's not very many foods where you can just eat as much as you want of it and as much as you want and it will never cause any problems. I would probably say like green vegetables on their list. Like I I don't think there's any downside to just eating like as much green vegetables as you want to. I can't think of any like any health problems that would cause. But most other things, like eating too much, will cause like some kind of problem, and potatoes is on that list. Like if you eat too much potatoes, you will have problems. So I try to limit the amount that I put potatoes with everything else. Okay, it looks like we've decorated almost our entire wardrobe. Oh, okay, we can see how many we're missing. We're actually missing a lot. I thought we had almost everything, but no, we're actually missing a lot. We're missing like a third of the items. We're not going to 100% the game, but we are going to play in good faith. All right. I think what I'll do is I'll go back to the save point, and before the next stream, I'm going to look up where the flood control is, just so that instead of wandering around trying to find it, we'll just go ahead and we'll just go right there at the start of the next stream. I think that's the best way to do it. I love having MP regen. It makes me feel better about spamming the fire cross. Because it's very expensive to spam it, but it's extremely powerful. It also fits with the lore of Juste being like a more powerful spellcaster and not needing to rely on the whip as much. Like once you have the MP regen, it feels like you can actually like make that a reality. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm probably gonna eat right after the stream, or start cooking right after the stream. It takes a while to cook, unfortunately. I enjoy cooking, but I hate how long it takes to make good food. Because usually when I'm hungry, I want to eat right away, which is part of the reason why like instant meals and like frozen meals are so appealing. But they're just not good for you at all. In conclusion, too many terms for different forms of pasta. Yeah, for sure. In fact, there's some that like are almost like they feel like they're the exact same thing, but they have different names. All right, we're close to the save point. I think once we get to the save point, we have to go right, down, and then left. But I'm not going to do it today. I think I'm going to save that for the next stream. This is a good example of that like 80%, 20% thing too, by the way, is like we're close to the end, but it takes so long to find like the key. It takes so long. Oh my god. I almost just died there. It takes so long to find the key. It takes so long to find like the control, like to drain the water. Like even just making like 5% more progress is going to take us a while. We took a ton of damage, by the way. And I'm poisoned. Wow. That could have been a disaster. That could have been a game over right there. Like a bad game over too. It's because the damage from the witch casting her fire spell was stacking with the damage from the plant was hitting me at the same time. We just didn't get any immunity frames. Man, these pixies give a lot of experience, by the way. I feel like if we just walk back and forth in this corridor, we could gain a ton of levels. It's in the Luminous Cavern, 2 rooms after a merchant shop. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I remember where it is. Potatoes are great. I totally agree. They're so good. All right, thanks to everybody who came to the stream today. I'm just too hungry and too tired. I don't want to stream all day today. So we're going to call it. We will beat Harmony of Dissonance on the next stream for sure. Well, not the next stream. Next week I'm probably going to be streaming... I should be streaming Conquest, but I'm probably going to be streaming more Lunatic plus Awakening because I'm just enjoying Awakening too much. Anyway, thank you, Tricky. Thank you, Honor232. Thanks to Faye for being here today. Thank you, Mega Gengar, for stopping by. Thank you, Gianni, for chatting today. And thank you, where's Joseph? Joseph is here, and Ryan Lewis is here as well. Thank you, Joseph, and thank you, Ryan. And I said Honor already, so that's everybody. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. I have to go eat. I am starving.